not immune to propaganda. And neither were your grandparents. Greetings and felicitations, assorted children of the internet. I am the Logician, and it's been quite some time since I covered some retro commercials. Well, by quite some time, I mean, I legitimately have difficulty remembering when I did that last. This time, I figured it was high time we took after some of the expiration dates of some of the movies I've reacted to, and went all the way back to the 50s and 60s. I can counter propagandas by making my own and spreading my influence. I mean, that is in fact one solution to it, Carrie. But, yeah, for the uninitiated, one of the earliest things I did on YouTube, back with my original YouTube channel, which I first made all the way back in 2007, was do movie reviews. And yes, I would be lying if I said I was not inspired by the likes of a certain guy who may or may not have been wearing glasses. And some of the movies I tended to pay attention to the most, movies that influenced me the most, certainly growing up, were cheesy sci-fi B movies from the 50s and 60s. And so, as a result, I have done a lot of reaction streams since I started VTubing to movies from that era. I've also done a lot of critical analysis of commercials from the era I grew up with, which is to say the 80s and 90s. But I never really got around to looking at old 50s and 60s commercials until tonight. So I figured, despite the inherent risks that probably come with looking at advertising from this particular era of television, I think we can all agree that, for better and for worse, this period of advertising was some of the most influential when it comes to how the world as we know it came to be. Because boomers control everything. And this is what boomers were fed. So, let's go into this with that mindset, and remember, there's going to be a lot of what we're about to see that's probably not going to hold up in a good number of different ways. But I trust all of you to be mature enough about it, or at the very least, self-aware enough about it to recognize what is okay, what is not okay, and that we are all on the same page regarding all of the above. Can you tell I'm stalling? I'm really fucking stalling because I am so goddamned nervous about what we're gonna find in this compilation. I mean, we might as well rip off the Band-Aid, so... Oh, right. Never a dull moment, Koshe. Never a dull moment. Let me just, clear my throat out. Because, Logic knows I'm probably going to be doing my fair share of screaming, so I might as well, clear my throat while I have the opportunity. My word. Anyway, let us commence forth. So, as I said before, just general content warning, assumed content warning anyway. These are all commercials from the 1950s and 1960s, and corporate America has always been a nebulous, soul-sucking monster. Especially during the era where it did not care as much about offending major demographics within the United States. Which I suppose is still technically correct, but I digress. Let's go in with that in mind, and be prepared to put certain thoughts and philosophies in glass jars, and label them as obsolete, while still historically relevant. Good? Good.
children play someplace else? Control yourself. Sure, you have a headache. You're tense, irritable, but don't take it out on the children.
You need Anacin for fast relief. The big difference in Anacin makes a big difference in the way you feel. Minutes after taking Anacin, headache pain's gone, so tension's gone.
Already, I love that we have a commercial that is essentially advertising ibuprofen in place of mental health care. Oh, we are off to a rollicking good start. Can we also just go back to that impassioned delivery by the actress here?
This gas thing's clear. Going back, please. Can't you children play someplace else?
She is genuinely distraught. Like, my word. I don't know what happened at the fucking... I don't know what happened at the cigarette and fucking insulation factory that she works at, but my god, it must have been a fucking zinger.
Control yourself. Sure, you have a headache. You're tense, irritable, but don't take it out on the children.
Church bake sale 1 South, honestly. Oh my god, I even just realized the overall aesthetic of this woman reminds me a lot of the fucking, the church lady who worshipped the pedophile in Donnie Darko. Which is amazing to say out of context when you know nothing about Donnie Darko. Oh, my word. Yeah, I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. We still have, like, let me see. About fucking 57 minutes left in this compilation, so let's just just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
You need Anacin for fast relief. The big difference in Anacin makes a big difference in the way you feel. Minutes after taking Anacin, headache pain's gone, so tension's gone, irritability's gone. You're in control again.
But the trauma remains. But don't worry, it builds character.
You see, Anacin is like a doctor's prescription. That is, a combination of ingredients. Extra ingredients, missing from aspirin, still missing with buffering. Extra ingredients most doctors recommend to relieve pain.
You know, in the modern day, we call that filler.
To relax tension, soothe irritability. You get fast, more complete headache relief. You keep control. Yes, the big difference in Anacin makes a big difference in the way you feel.
You keep control. That's the part that really gets to me. It's like, no, you're stuck in a Jekyll and Hyde situation unless you take your fucking Anacin.
When Charlie sees the sort of girl he'd like to wine and dine, he uses new Wild Root. It gets her every time.
This is new Wild Root. Comes in a tube. Has a totally new formula. Positively no drying alcohol. Absolutely non-greasy. Dissolves in your hands. Won't show in your hair. Keeps it neat, manageable. For handsome hair, new Wild Root. Comes in a tube. Has a new formula. Dissolves in your hands. Won't show in your hair.
I mean, that is nifty. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. Before they showed him applying it to his scalp, I was like 90% certain they were advertising toothpaste. Let's take another look here.
Every time.
This is new Wild Root. Comes in a tube.
Now, this raises an interesting question. Like, for things like hair gel or toothpaste or things like that, like, what did they come in before tubes like this? I would imagine like a cylindrical tin of some kind, because the 50s really loved their fucking risk of iron oxide poisoning. Depends on the formula. Yeah, no, you're right. Jars, I would imagine jars would be the most likely candidate for, like, hair gel. It is kind of fascinating to think of, like, how many things we currently take for granted when it comes to even just containers. Like, it's easy enough for us to just look at, oh yeah, no, like, that's seltzer water. That comes in a can or in a plastic bottle. But what about before that? What about 50 years ago? Not even 50 years. I guess 70 years ago in this case. I am really dating myself here because every time I think of the term 50 years ago, my brain wants that to translate to the 1950s, but that just mathematically is not the case. Ah, my word. Glass bottles for hair tonic, little pins for... God. And once again, people loved containers that risked, like, ripping and poking their skin.
Has a totally new formula. Positively no drying alcohol. Absolutely non-greasy. Dissolves in your hands. Won't show in your hair. Keeps it neat, manageable. For handsome hair, new Wild Root. Comes in a tube, has a new formula. Dissolves in your hands. Won't show in your hair.
That's some dynamic editing for the 50s. Or whenever the hell this is. Because again, keep in mind, this is a compilation of 50s and 60s commercials from the U.S.
Iced tea time is such a happy time. One frosty sip and your spirits climb.
Oh, I am so happy right now. Because, like, I'm not sure if I will keep the same name for the VOD that I gave this stream. But I named the stream when I was, when I'm currently streaming it, Let's All Go to the Lobby. After that famous / infamous, like, pre-movie ad for concession stands in theaters with the sapient movie food. I was very much hoping we'd run into the occasional ad like this with a a living, breathing food product, or... I'm assuming that's what this is.
For a summertime refresher with a flavor that's sublime.
Oh, it's a clock.
Enjoy yourself, it's Salada tea time. Hot summer days call for tall, icy glasses of Salada tea. Completely refreshing and so delicious. And on warm summer nights when the heat of the day seems to linger, that's another time for plenty of iced Salada tea. Really satisfying enjoyment. Cool and tempting, Salada tea makes wonderful iced tea because, to begin with, it's America's quality tea, a famous blend of choice, high-grown tea from the fine tea gardens of the world. The fresh, clean flavor of iced Salada tea is one of summertime's real pleasures. Try it soon. And remember, there's no substitute for quality. The best tea is Salada iced tea, America's quality tea.
I mean, say what you will about how campy these types of commercials were. It gave a lot of jobs to a lot of animators. The animation on the ice. I was about to say, yeah. No, like, they really put their entire animussy into putting together this commercial. Like, I always enjoy seeing opportunities given to banning me. I mean, it's not that I don't fucking deserve it. But, yeah, no, I always appreciate seeing opportunities, whether it's for, like, full studios or indie animators, to, like, put their own little unique spark into, even if it is something as, like, simple as an ad. Like, for example, a friend of mine, Aaron Schmidt, a fantastic artist and animator, his, I forget if it's his girlfriend or fiance. I forget the specific status at this point. But his partner specializes in stop motion animation, and she was commissioned to do some Adult Swim bumpers, which turned out really fucking great, and it made me really happy to see that. So I will never object to animators getting opportunities to get their work out there, even if it is something like this, where they might not necessarily be instantly credited. They do deserve to be credited, I will say. I would prefer that. But just getting your work out there so you can have some sort of notoriety, something to put on a resume. And yeah, no, it's always, it is never a bad idea to present these types of opportunities to small animation studios and independent animators and artists. And again, this style of animation, even it, I mean, I guess less style of animation and more style of advertising has sort of like crept over into my era, the one I grew up with, because, and I think we covered this in another one of the commercial reaction streams I did, but it feels like there was a big fucking boost in like emphasizing the aesthetic of ice with certain soda commercials in the 90s, especially. Specifically with clear sodas like 7-Up. I feel like 7-Up, like, out of any other, like, clear soda in the 90s, had the most fucking advertisements that just had an emphasis of, like, commercials where they would carve a glass out of a raw block of ice, or just sheer emphasis on how chill and crisp something was by emphasizing ice surrounding the glass of 7-Up, and things like that. So, honestly, I feel like the best way to advertise how refreshing a drink is to have an emphasis on the role ice plays in when it's being served.
Enjoy yourself, it's a lot of tea time.
Ice and liquids in glass tend to be very aesthetically pleasing to look at. They reflect light and beautiful. They really do. Oh, we're getting a combination of live action and animation now.
Look at that halo, look, hey, look at that whistle clean hair. Hey, look at that halo, look so fresh, so young, so fair.
You get brighter, softer hair, and so
Let's go, everybody, halo, shampoo, halo.
Sorry, just... Yeah, remember, kids, catcalling is acceptable so long as it's from academics.
Go, everybody, halo,
Let's also take another look. Let's take another look at this shampoo bottle here. Because, I don't know, there are certain jokes that are easy to make, but honestly, when I see this, I don't see a shampoo bottle. I see a container of honey. Just something you distinctly do not want anywhere near your hair. Like, I guess because I'm so used to seeing, like, plastic containers of honey that are stylized to look like beehives with, like, the ridges and stuff. And so I see that here, I'm like, I do not want that anywhere near my scalp. But again, that also speaks volumes about how the advertising we grew up with shapes a lot of how we see certain types of products, like, that are currently advertised or were advertised long before our time. So I see this, I see a honey bottle, and it doesn't seem aesthetically pleasing to me. But again, that is purely the product of an advertising I grew up with. So it's going to look different to different generations.
shampoo, halo.
On foreign shores or at home, where you go by your wings, you'll be known.
I'm more used to the bear-shaped honey bottles. That's also valid, Viv. Welcome, by the way. We're reacting to a bunch of 50s and 60s commercials tonight. I just realized we are about 24 minutes into the stream. I'm surprised it took us this long to get into the U.S. military propaganda.
Yes, by these wings, you'll be known. You'll be recognized throughout the world as one of America's Knights of the Sky, Air Force pilot. If you are single between 19 and 26 and a half, you can join.
Why 26 and a half? I mean, outside of kindergarten, what person, like, starts counting half years to their age? Yes, I'm 9 3/4. Well, in about 10 years, or 9.5 years, you'll be ready to serve your country, little Billy. Army commercial. Yeah, oh, God, yeah. Oh, God.
This chosen few, you'll train as an aviation cadet and graduate a lieutenant, earning more than $5,000 a year.
Win silver wings to a golden cheer. Fly with the Aviation Cadets.
Making a trail in the sky, riding the gale way up high. We fly the jets on the Air Force team, the Sky Cadets with wings a-gleam. Sign up today, go the Air Force way, go up with the Aviation Cadets.
Also, $5,000 a year. Perfect. That's just enough for a two-bedroom apartment rent for 2 months. Off we go into the... Yeah, honestly, yeah, it does carry that kind of vibe, Carrie. Oh, that reminds me. For those of you who do not follow Carrie Core, she's a phenomenal vocalist, an artist, an old friend of mine, and she just released a release on her YouTube channel, a sort of, I forget, it's not, I am struggling to find the word, it's not compilation, but it is a, yes, the UTAU cover, it is a cover of, a very close to home, Disney song for me. On her YouTube channel that I believe you were part of the choir for, if I am not mistaken, Carrie. Yes, medley. Thank you. The Disney Fly medley. I don't know why it took me that long to remember the term medley. But no, it was really nice to hear that. The other thing I uploaded in quick, in your defense, you know, it is, even with me almost never uploading anything, it is hard for me to remember what I have and have not uploaded. But yeah, no, I highly recommend following Carrie if you are not doing so already. She also streams every now and then. Makes great music, great shit posts, and again, old friend of mine from way back when, so... There we go. So, for those of you who are currently watching the stream, I recommend, highly recommend even, that you follow Carrie Core. Alright, so with that in mind...
See your nearest Air Force recruiter now.
Or not. Oh,
Here
God.
you see Sir Percival Dare greasing his dry, stubborn hair. His rusty armor, too. Now just a few easy strokes of the comb, and away to win the hand of fair Lady Ellen. And she's rich, too.
I mean, clearly that's the defining feature here, considering she's a fucking stick figure. Poor woman looks like someone made off with her gumdrop buttons.
While on the other side of the moat lives another suitor who actually has hair like a billy goat. But he's smart. No grease or oil for his hair, no siree. Just new greaseless Vitalis with...
I'm gonna be so real with you. Vitalis does not sound like the name of a hair care product.
V7, and 1, 2, 3. His hair stays in place greaselessly. Which one will it be? Grease down, Sir Percy? Mercy! Or our hero who uses greaseless Vitalis? Naturally. So if you'd like to win your princess, get new Vitalis for your hair. New Vitalis with V7 will keep your hair neat all day, the greaseless way.
Sorry, I was just thrown off by that random cut to live action footage. Like, I don't know if that was from a relevant film at the time, but it just felt so out of place next to the actual animation. Vitalis is the brand, the dentist, and the... Oh my god, yeah. I mean, I'm glad you took it in that direction, other than... Well, I probably don't need to make the joke, Koshe.
Wow, Jenny can come to the prom. I gotta rent a tuxedo.
Oh, Jimmy!
Jimmy's fucking unhinged. I am also noticing more and more, by the way, how, like, every every person in these commercials looks like their hair has been molded out of plastic, which I suppose was in fact the fashion at the time. It makes me think of like, literally asked Audrey with the Vitalis. Oh God, he does, doesn't he? Man, it has been way too long since I've watched Little Shop of Horrors. I need to watch it again. But, yeah, no, like, seeing hair like this and from, like, Jimmy earlier, it makes me think of the fucking wig from Mars Attacks.
Oh, now he should have brushed his teeth.
You're right. Brushing after meals is important to help fight decay. And if you can't brush after every meal, brush often and use Gleam. Between brushings, a harmful deposit of food and bacteria forms on teeth. Proper brushing with Gleam removes most of this harmful deposit. So brush often, even if you can't brush after every meal, and use Gleam.
I mean, that's just helpful information apart from the blatant ad. I can at least give them credit that they're just giving helpful advice for oral hygiene.
Oh, sis, I can't meet Walt's friend tonight with this hair. And my shampoo washes all the body out.
Don't wash out body, Pam. Cream in body. With Luster Cream Shampoo.
Why do they call it an of-in when you shove out the shampoo in body out of a wash?
Really? Mm-hmm. Luster Cream actually creams in body. It's got more bodybuilding ingredients than any leading shampoo.
I mean, this goes back to what we were discussing earlier about containers for different products. I see this and the two-finger scoop there. I don't think shampoo. I see either facial cream or someone who got a bit too eager at the Super Bowl party with the onion dip.
Creamy lather.
Whoa, easy there, Seabiscuit.
Creamy body.
Beautiful sister-in-law.
Thanks, nobody fucking asked. It does look like marshmallow fluff.
Beautiful luster cream.
I mean, once again, I feel like this needs to be the thumbnail for the VOD. Creams in body.
The whole egg in Hellman's makes really smooth and creamy mayonnaise. Look, it's good.
I feel like we have invoked the spirit of Pinger. Okay, for those of you playing the home game, years ago, my roommate Lorelai and I were playing a game of Sketchio with some friends. One of them being our French friend Pinger, who did a lot of video edits for Lore's channel. And it came time for Pinger's turn to they pick a word and then draw it. And Pinger got mayonnaise, and so Pinger proceeded to draw what looked like a mustard bottle, but with a French flag drawn on it. And I say it looked like a mustard bottle because it was like this sort of like Dijon mustardy, like brownish yellow color. And we were just like baffled as to what it was they were trying to draw. And eventually the time ran up and they went, "It's mayonnaise!" It's like, what do you mean mayonnaise? Mayonnaise is French? Yes, of course mayonnaise is French. Like, how can you not know that? It's like the most French word ever. We're just like in the swoop of trying to explain how often and how thoroughly the English language steals words from other languages. And so every time I see the word mayonnaise fully written out like that, I hear Pinger screaming, "It's mayonnaise!" Oh my god. Oh my god, a fucking Quaker Oats commercial. With a fucking Little Billy sidekick. The origin of the word mayonnaise is French. I learned something new. Well, that is ultimately my goal for any stream, Carrie.
You know, Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice are shot from guns. We'd like to show you this process. Now, in a moment, we will... Just a temporary delay, folks. How you coming along down there? Remember, Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice are delicately flavored.
This motherfucker is actually pronouncing the H in wheat. Puffed wheat. And don't forget to have this puffed wheat with some nice, refreshing Cool Whip.
Because they're the cereals shot from guns.
Nothing more patriotic than that, huh, kids?
Sometimes you learn the most from words you aren't supposed to hear.
All I'm hearing is George Carlin's list of 7 dirty words you can never say on television.
Poor Marge. She'll never hold a man until she does something about her breath.
Wow! Wow! Judgmental. I mean, listen, I don't know about you, but if I'm smelling like 20 cloves of garlic on someone's breath, that's how I know that this person knows how to party. That is someone who is not ashamed of their love of Italian food.
Until she does something about her breath. Does something about her breath.
Research shows that there is a direct connection between germs in your mouth and unpleasant breath.
So you'd fuck Wario is what I'm hearing. You say that as though you wouldn't, Koshe.
Listerine antiseptic, the most widely used antiseptic in the world, kills germs instantly.
Look at this fucking framed photo as if it's a fucking inspirational poster.
Kills them by the millions.
Listerine's germ-killing action works in 3 places. Stops bad breath where it's most apt to start.
Who is this woman? I'm just confused as to why we have this close-up of this woman trapped in the Black Lodge.
Your teeth? Your mouth? Your throat? In actual scientific tests, Listerine antiseptic stopped bad breath 4 times better than toothpaste, 4 times better than chlorophyll. So every morning, every night, before every date, gargle with Listerine antiseptic. It kills germs instantly by millions. Make Listerine antiseptic a friend of yours for keeps.
It's that simple, ladies.
Here's proof that Antizyme, the first continuous action anti-enzyme toothpaste,
No, I'm sorry. Did we get a transition, like a full transition from a Listerine commercial to a fucking toothpaste? Oh, no way. I saw it's apparently a subproduct of Listerine.
For keeps.
Yeah.
Here's proof that Antizyme, the first continuous action anti-enzyme toothpaste, really stopped tooth decay.
My name is Ann Manika. I've had so many cavities all my life that I was really thankful when I discovered Antizyme toothpaste. Imagine, in the 2 years that I've been brushing my teeth with Antizyme, I haven't needed a single filling.
You know, I would imagine that once you started brushing your teeth for 2 years after not doing so, that would make a significant difference.
That's right, not a single cavity in over 2 years. There's factual living proof that this new, completely different kind of toothpaste, Antizyme, really stopped tooth decay. Each brushing protects 12 to 24 hours. This has been proved for 9 out of every 10 people tested. No other type of toothpaste protects for more than a half hour.
Yes, Antizyme toothpaste stops the major...
Yeah, because if anything is going to convince me to buy your product, it's police brutality.
Cause of tooth decay. Every minute of every day, each brushing protects 12 to 24 hours.
What does?
Antizyme.
Spell it, boys.
Antizyme. A-N-T-I-Z-Y-M-E. Listerine Antizyme toothpaste.
God. And once again, I know it's campy, I know it's cheesy. I do miss, like, a cappella quartets, or even just, like, choirs associated with advertising. Just any kind of jingle will probably make it 100% more likely that I will remember your ad. Because I just love music. I mean, case in point, fucking Folgers coffee. I can't stand coffee, but I for the rest of my life, I will never forget the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Like, that shit is stuck in there like a tumor. I put a jingle in your ad, it'll stick with me.
I'm Bob Shepard. I hope that this has been a good day for all of you, and that right now you're looking forward to your visit with the Ricardos. And to go with it, some very pleasant moments.
Sir, what I do or do not do with the Ricardos is no business of yours. It is strictly professional, I assure you.
With America's finest cigarette, the new Philip Morris King Size.
Oh, God.
All I want to say is this. If you haven't yet tried this new King Size Philip Morris, well, you're missing the most wonderful cigarette made in America today.
I forgot about that, Cochet. You mentioned that, like... God, I forget how long ago you first brought that up. But, yeah, no, like, true story. Cochet's father was friends with the person who wrote the Folgers jingle. Which, I mean, makes sense, considering Cochet's father was a skilled musician himself. Oh, my gosh.
There's a special quality of throat comfort, a gentleness, a deep, full, rich flavor in this new king-size Philip Morris you just won't find in any other brand. So get acquainted with this great new king-size Philip Morris.
Jesus. I'm sorry. Is that like a smiling, laughing child? Like, on the advertising there? Throat comfort. Oh, God, no. I can't. So, fun fact about me. When I was growing up, I listened to a lot of old-time radio comedy on, like, CDs. Like, you had, like, Abbott and Costello, Burns and Allen, Red Skelton, Edgar Bergen, a bunch of, like, programs and stars like that. And they had a lot of commercials for, like, cigarettes and coffee and things like that. And I forget what fucking brand it was, and I'm not even gonna fucking, like, worry too much about it because fuck cigarettes in general. But I remember one of the fucking advertising bits they had was, like, cigarettes that target your T-zone. That's right, T for taste and T for throat. And not helped by fucking quotes like, according to a recent nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Shit like that, which, yeah, when you bring fucking medical professionals into the picture, yeah, you're gonna trick a lot of poor saps into buying your cigarettes. I mean, here's the thing. Hindsight is 2020. Like, I don't pretend to understand how many people at the time were quite so fully aware of the links to tobacco and cancer. So it's easy to poke fun at that type of advertising nowadays. But, like, fuck, man. It's just, it is so macabrely ironic what fucking specific advertising gimmicks cigarettes and other harmful products would roll with back in the day.
Buy them by the carton. And remember, if it's Philip Morris, king size or regular, your throat can tell it's America's finest cigarette.
It's like a pack of gum. Oh, God.
You get a quick tan with QT. A double tan, you see. It tans you anytime. Rain or shine when you use
QT.
QT Fabulous Quick Tanning Lotion by Coppertone gives you a double tan. Used as directed, QT tans you indoors without the sun, smoothly and evenly.
I think we found Trump's embalming fluid. Yeah, see, this is hitting different for me because one of my childhood cats was named QT. Like, it was sort of just like a shortening of like the word cutie, but with like 2 letters, QT. It was like a Siamese mutt cat that we had, God, I think as far back as when I was in elementary school. And so whenever I see like these 2 letters next to each other, I just think of that fucking cat, and I get sad that she is no longer with us.
In just 3 to 5 hours.
Off they fuck.
Use QT in the sun, your tan becomes deeper, richer, helps prevent sunburn too.
You get a quicker tan, a double tan when you use QT.
Guaranteed by Coppertone.
For when you want to skip the wait time for medium and well done.
We haven't changed to new Band Spray deodorant, and we've still got a groovy groove.
Oh, yeah, the Repulsives.
Cool it, baby.
New Band Spray stops odor. Band gets you through the longest day. It won't wear off as the day wears on. New Band Spray.
We dig!
Band won't wear off as the day wears on. Won't wear off, won't wear off.
I can't tell if that was pro or anti rock and roll. I gotta remember that quote though. Like for when I'm for when an unsavory individual or group of people is brought up. Oh yes, the Repulsives.
You can make your family's life much brighter. You will find your work much lighter. It's as easy as can be to live better electrically. You can have more time for fun and pleasure. Family moments you will treasure. It's an opportunity to live better electrically.
Modern folks have learned to save their time and energy too.
Is this an advertisement for electric stoves? Like, as opposed to like, I'm not sure what's being advertised here. The concept of electricity? Electricity in general.
You don't have to work and slave. Let electricity do.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the good old days when we all used to gather around the coal-powered television set. And don't forget the refrigerator that ran on animal fat. Oh boy, those were the days.
Do it for you. You can have your cake and you can eat it. Make life sweet, it's hard to beat it. What a thrill to be so free when you live electrically.
So can we take a moment to fucking look at the proportions of these stick figures here? Like my god, like, the leg length of the mother over on the left is like a fifth of her body height. Meanwhile, Dad looks like he's come straight out of a fucking Clamp anime. Mother has no ribs, no, to say nothing of internal organs. And then you have the fucking son, who is built like a fucking Baki the Grappler character.
From Hot Point, the pioneer and world leader in electric cooking, comes the world's first range that does every kind of cooking automatically.
Define automatically, sir.
The remarkable new Hot Point Golden Anniversary Super Automatic.
Yes, it's here from Hot Point, the most completely automatic range ever known.
I'm just trying to fucking piece together what this background is supposed to be. Like, is this the cave where Indiana Jones found the Holy Grail? Is this a dragon's horde? We're in the dungeon. So I see why the range is necessary. There's some meshi that needs cooking. God, I'm so looking forward to Season 2 of Dungeon. Well, fucking watch Dungeon Meshi, please. If you have not watched Dungeon Meshi, I implore you, please. It is so fucking good. Like, or at the very least, read the manga.
The world's first range that does all kinds of cooking automatically. It not only bakes automatically, it even boils automatically. Stews, fries, grills.
So, from what I am gathering here, I believe when this man says automatically, it is as simple as turning the dial to activate the range, as opposed to reaching down and lighting a gas stove. So it is an electric range that is being advertised here, which I suppose was novel at some point. So I think that's what he means by automatically. It's just like turning on the electric burner.
French fries and barbecues.
I'm just realizing it's been a fucking long time since I've had rotisserie chicken. Well, the good news is my I have some meals I'm going to be cooking this week that I'm excited about. Some fucking butter chicken with naan, a nice sort of like cheeseburger salad thing I ended up getting. I very much enjoy cooking, and I enjoy torturing my friends by showing them pictures of the things I cook. So this week is going to be no exception.
Automatically. Yes, with Hot Point's new Rotogrill, you can even barbecue automatically.
I mean, that is novel, I will say.
Just plug it in and presto. You can give chicken, ribs, and roasts that wonderful outdoor barbecued flavor right in your kitchen. Automatically.
Ruth, that automatic barbecue is marvelous. But, Mr. Smith, I've heard electric cooking isn't very fast.
Well, Hot Point sure is. The fastest ever. Watch this. Just press a button, and instantly, you're cooking at top speed.
Why, that's amazing.
I mean, if it were even remotely true, yes, it would be. It's like, my modern burner in my apartment doesn't act that fast.
Right. Not only is Hot Point the most automatic of all ranges, Hot Point is by far the fastest, too.
Oh, and look, Ruth, 2 ovens.
That's right. Hot Point's giant automatic super oven, plus Hot Point's automatic thrift oven. And both have full-size broilers, too.
What's that for, Mr. Smith?
Another great Hot Point feature that lets you adjust your broiler shelf easily for charcoal-like professional broiling, regardless of the thickness of the meat. That's just part of the Hot Point story. Why not get the rest soon at your Hot Point dealers?
I mean, I will say, like, cheesiness and blatant false advertising aside, like, there's a number of fucking quirky gimmicks in the oven itself that I don't think are the worst thing. Like, honestly, me personally, I just throw everything in the fucking air fryer at this point. Like, it has saved me some, and I am well aware of the meme of, like, and clearly you did not own it. I mean, in my defense, I got the air fryer as a fucking gift, but it has saved me so much fucking time and energy in the kitchen. And, like, if by any chance you were ever within, like the realm of, like, financial security to procure even just, like, a basic air fryer, I do personally recommend it. I mean, I am under no fucking false pretense that is, like, an actual fryer. It is just a miniature oven. I do understand that. But fuck me, it heats up much faster than any oven I've ever worked with. And it's just made, like, when I am at the end of a fucking tiring day, or I just do not have enough spoons to do all that much, it's just that fucking saving grace in the kitchen that makes it possible rather for me to cook up something filling and tasty.
Always look to Hot Point. First with the finest for 50 years.
Air fryers are more affordable versions of convection ovens. Well, there you go. Exactly. Yeah, they are really cool.
More future spacemen and their families help stop bad breath, help fight decay by...
I'm sorry, I think we got a thematic case of whiplash there.
More future spacemen and their families help stop bad breath, help fight decay by brushing after eating with Colgate with activated Gardol. Colgate Clean is 3 ways clean. Cleaner breath, cleaner taste, cleaner teeth. Colgate with activated Gardol helps foam away food particles, decay bacteria, and decay acids. Helps fight decay as you brush.
Brush your teeth the Colgate way. Help stop bad breath. Help fight decay.
What does that have to do with astronauts? Moving right along, I guess. Oh, God.
Stronger than dirt. New Ajax Laundry Detergent is stronger than dirt.
Damn. Fucking watch your back, Black Knight. Fucking laser lancers in town.
Who says Ajax is stronger than dirt? The National Cotton Council wanted to know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I see this angry white man standing next to a sign that says National Cotton Council, and all I can think of is the fucking name of a goddamn blatant nationalist organization. Wait, does the National Cotton Council not sound like just some fucking group of racist middle-aged white men who meet at the YMCA every other Wednesday? The fucking angry eyebrows perfectly lined up with the widow's peak don't help the impression that this is a very hateful man.
So Ajax was tested. Result, no other leading detergent got clothes cleaner, whiter than Ajax with Ultramarine Plus. Now the National Cotton Council agrees.
New Ajax Laundry Detergent is stronger than dirt.
Damn. See, this just makes me sadder that we fucking recently retired Mr. Clean. We didn't know how good we had it. Just call those cops. You're not wrong. Oh my god. Sorry. First of all, really happy to see some stop motion animation in this compilation. Second of all, I only just the other day brought up fucking Fruit Stripe gum. It is a heffalump. But yeah, no, I felt like I was like one of very few people to even remember that Fruit Stripe ever fucking existed. Like, I cannot tell you how fucking much I fucking, I guess for lack of a better term, like, ate Fruit Stripe when I was a kid. Like, it was like the go-to bubblegum for me. Not even bubblegum, just chewing gum. I tried to fucking blow bubbles with that shit. Not very efficiently, but... oh, my word. It is interesting to know that Fruit Stripe dates this far back. Like, let's give it the fucking time in the spotlight it deserves. Here we go.
Yikes, stripes, beech nuts, gum.
By beech nut, by gum.
Yikes, stripes, and fruit stripes, gum.
By beech nut, by gum.
By gosh.
No, by gum. By beech
By beech
by
nut,
gum.
by gum.
By fruit
By fruit stripes, by gum. Yikes, stripes.
By beech
By beech
by
nut,
gum.
by golly.
By gum.
With 5 different flavors, with extra flavor for the whole family in every stripe.
Luscious lime stripe.
Lip smack and lemon stripe. Delicious orange stripe.
Mixed fruit and cherry stripe. All for you in every pack of beech.
It's interesting to think that the only one of these mascots that actually fucking survived into my fucking era was the zebra. Fruit Stripe was weird for me because I remembered hating it, but every time someone had it, I was like, oh, hell yeah, Fruit Stripe. I mean, in your defense, Koshé, like, any fucking 90s kid worth their salt will look at bright neon-colored food products and go, oh, fuck yeah, hit me up. It's like that sense of nostalgia you get when you look at a wild berry Pop-Tart. Like, I don't remember what the fuck wild berry Pop-Tarts tasted like. For all I know, they tasted like absolute dog shit. But I see that color pattern and I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Beech nut, fruit stripe, gum. By beech nut,
by gum.
by G,
By gum.
by king,
By gum.
by gush.
By gum.
And there's extra flavor for the whole family in every scrumptious stripe.
More flavors to choose, more flavors to choose.
The flavor starts lively,
The flavor stays lively. By beech nut,
by beech nut, by gum.
By gum.
by gum.
Beech nut fruit stripe for the whole family, by gum.
God. Like, I'm not sure how old this should make me feel. I also just think it's kind of fucking ironic that this fucking advertisement is in black and white, and yet they're emphasizing all the different flavors and colors inherent of it. I mean, obviously, yes, it's limited by the technology of the time, but again, the irony is still there regardless.
I know a place.
Oh, God! Our first advertisement in color immediately following. These commercials get so creative with their acapella jingles and styles of animation. No, I 100% agree, Carrie. I feel like I have just walked into a fucking horror movie. Out of the fucking comfort of monochrome into a fucking blood moon with whoever this woman is.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet. A place where animals play. It's called the forest, but every year we start forest fires. A careless match or cigarette and poof, fire.
This gives me the vibes of a woman who has me tied to a chair with a butcher's knife pointed at my throat.
So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
Jesus fucking Christ! Smoky jump scare! Holy fuck! Oh. That's the most horrifying thing I've seen in a stream in fucking ages! Inside of you are 2 wolves, and Smokey ate both of them. God damn.
Careful, okay?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
Happy I can't make the Trans Day of Awareness joke anymore. Or visibility, even. The teeth! No, the teeth was what really fucking did it. Like, let's go back. Because, let's close up on the... Oh, God! Oh, God, that's horrifying. Because you can see the slight fade here to the footage. Oh! It's just Chucky! Fucking Chucky! Oh my God!
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
Damn.
If you knew it was me, would you still have a hard-on?
My fucking God. The funny part is, I can only imagine how many fucking furries were awakened by this commercial.
Doesn't my hair look great?
Okay, taking all bets. How many of you want to bet that that's the only commercial in color in this entire fucking compilation? Oh my God. I think that's gonna fucking stick with me for the rest of the fucking week. Fucking Skinwalker Smokey the Bear is my new sleep paralysis demon.
It puts the matches in the basket. It does what it's told.
Frankly, I never would have had the nerve to try a hairdo like this until Halo. Oh, no, not the old Halo you knew. It's new full-bodied Halo. And it's more than a shampoo. It's a beauty bath. And wait till you see it work. It's great. There's something terrific in it called Methocel that bursts into the most beautiful richness. I know. Wait, I'll show you how rich it is.
If that is body wash, I'd rather you didn't, lady. This lady's got so many uppers right now. Oh, God, Alex. Hi. No, sorry. I need to bring things back a little bit, because you missed the one fucking commercial we have seen in color thus far. And it was immediately following a Fruit Stripe commercial in black and white. I'm sorry. You need to be subjected to this just as much as we've been.
I know a place that's peaceful and quiet. A place where animals play. It's called the forest. But every year we start forest fires. A careless match or cigarette and poof, fire. So the next time you're in the forest, be extra careful, okay?
If you knew it was me, would you have listened?
Only you can put your own sexuality into question.
What do you mean you know this one? You tell me you've seen this shit before, Alex? Oh my God. I think the most fucked up part about this, by the way, is it's like the motion of the fucking mouth of the fursuit here reminds me of that one fucking live action Winnie the Pooh show that Disney showed for a little bit. Well, by live action, I mean it had people in, like, Winnie the Pooh costumes. Alex is our local Grinch smut connoisseur, of course. You know what? You raise a valid point. If anyone would have seen the fucking Smokey the Bear furry jump scare commercial, it would have been our local provider of Grinch porn.
Doesn't my hair look great? Frankly, I never would have had the nerve to try a hairdo like this until Halo. Oh, no, not the old Halo you knew. It's new full-bodied Halo.
Again, here's the thing, like, I have never been one of those people who, like, cares too much about, like, what goes into his hair when it comes to shampoo. Like, so whenever I see things like full body, it just feels weird to me. Because, like, it's not a term I ever really paid attention to when it came to, like, hair care. It's just like, I get in the shower, I put whatever shampoo I have in my hair, I lather it up, rinse it out, I'm done. And that's it. And so, now we have this thing where, like, oh, it's not the Halo you knew, it's fuller body. That... Does that mean the bottle is bigger?
And it's more than a shampoo. It's a beauty bath. And wait till you see it work. It's great. There's something terrific in it called methicel that bursts into the most beautiful richness. I know. Wait, I'll show you how rich it is.
It means for white people hair. Yeah, I know, that tracks.
See? Some shampoos are so light. They flow away. But see the difference? New full-bodied Halo is full-bodied.
I don't think that's a selling point. I think you've convinced me that the blob is inherently a part of this concoction. There is something parasitic about this shampoo that I want nowhere near me.
For sure. Its thicker, non-drying richness blesses your hair with beautiful body. Full Body Halo is more than a shampoo. It's a beauty bath that brings out the very best in your hair and in you. When you think about it, that's really something.
It sure is something. I don't have the base knowledge or vocabulary to describe what that thing is, but it certainly is something.
Medical Advance from Vicks. This winter, there's wonderful news for cold sufferers.
I was gonna say, is in the Vapor Rub? White people have limp, flat baby hair. I mean, yeah. Body usually refers to hair looking thick and soft. Oh, is that what it is?
Now, from Vicks Laboratories comes new Trispan, the tablet that works automatically for up to 12 full hours of relief.
You keep using the word automatically. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Not just 4 hours like ordinary tablets. Works automatically to relieve sniffling and sneezing all day long.
Also, I know I said this before in a previous stream as well, but can we just take a moment to appreciate how much better people were able to rock a fucking widow's peak? Like, back then. Like, whether it was the 1920s or the 1960s, like, people just knew how to style that shit a lot better.
Works automatically to relieve nasal congestion and stuffiness all night long. Here's what this unique 12-hour tablet does. 1, its outer layer dissolves in minutes, speeds quick relief from nasal congestion, headache, that achy feeling. 2, Trispan's inner time core helps keep head clear up to 12 hours, releases measured medication automatically.
Sorry, just the hypnotic sounds and visuals. Just reminded me of that one fucking, like, Super Mario Land commercial. It's like, me, Wario, destroy Mario. Wonder if Widow's Peaks were really this common, or if they were just more... I imagine that it could have been a stylistic thing, Carrie. Like, how some people, like, do the stupid bullshit thing of, like, shaving a line through their eyebrows. Like, I've never fucking understood that shit. Got eaten by a dog in a video game can hold you. I mean, listen. You reach far enough, I'll hold it for you.
Clear up to 12 hours. Releases measured medication automatically. You feel so much better, you hardly know you have a cold. Get Trispan. It works automatically for up to 12 full hours, not just 4.
I mean, this really drives home the point that we never really did come up with a cure for the common cold, just fucking things that cover up the symptoms. Shaving thing is to look tough, mimics getting scarring. Is that what it is? Like, it's mimicking fucking facial scars? Or scars across the eyebrow? To me, it just makes you look like a fucking tool. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I wear cargo pants, and proudly, so I know nothing about fashion. I readily admit to that.
Trispan, new from Vicks.
Hello, I'm Ed Prentice. You know, Helen just found a whole section of wonderfully evaporated milk recipes in the current issue of Better Homes and Garden.
God. Yeah, no. Sorry, it's... I got fucking stun-locked by the invocation of Better Homes and Gardens magazine. And also just evaporated milk recipes. Like, I think the only time I ever see evaporated milk brought up is in a fucking B. Dylan Hollis video.
So, let's see what's cooking. What's cooking?
We heard you the first time.
Cheese salad dressing. With a half a cup of crumbled blue cheese.
What? No evaporated milk?
Sure, third of a cup. That's what gives it that smooth, creamy texture. Oh, you.
Now, don't you lose my evaporated milk recipe.
Starring economical evaporated milk and cream soups, casseroles, and custards.
What are you doing in my house? Also, show of hands, chat. Who here prefers ranch to blue cheese when it comes to dressing or wings or things like that? I personally feel like it's a sort of like case-by-case basis thing, but like, how many people here enjoy blue cheese? Yeah, depends. Yeah, no, I agree. Like, for me, I love blue cheese, but I also know it's not for everyone. Ranch always blue cheese just looks like mold. Well, that's because it is, Viv. But then again, so is penicillin. For your ants. And that's also valid, Carrie. Like, again, I know the funk can be very off-putting for a good number of people. For me, I feel like blue cheese, the implementation thereof, rather, depends on what you're pairing it with. Like, I don't know, like, if we're talking, like, barbecue wings, I might lean more towards ranch, but, like, buffalo wings, I'll probably go towards blue cheese. Because, like, cools it down a bit more. I also like blue cheese on burgers, personally. But also keep in mind, I am one of those people who likes both pineapple and anchovies on pizza. So, again, take anything I say about food with a grain of salt.
Silly. Now, take out the punch pages for my cookbook. And clear out of the kitchen so the cooks can finish the dinner.
All right, okay.
Sure.
Yep, you heard me. Look, I'll say this. Pineapple and anchovies are valid pizza toppings. I'm not ashamed to say it.
This blue cheese dressing's super.
It's the evaporated milk that gives it that rich flavor.
Anchovies I could get behind, I think, it's at least a savory. Yeah, no, like, again, I understand why it is not for everyone. I 100% get that. It's like, for me, though, it's just like that little saltiness that accentuates things. Like, tonight I got a fucking pizza with mushrooms, tomatoes, cut pepperoni, and anchovies. And that saltiness of the anchovy just added a nice little extra twang to things.
Get the current issue of Better Homes and Gardens and cut out these wonderful evaporated milk recipes for your cookbook.
Fishy taste, I do like seafood. I mean, here is a tip, Carrie. If you are ever able to find it, and I know it's one of those things where it is not available everywhere, I highly recommend getting a clam pizza. Like, it will usually come with like a garlic cream sauce base. And like you'll find it more in like East Coast places usually, but I think one of the best pizzas I ever had was from my hometown, where they had a seafood pizza with clams, garlic, and shrimp, and I would always add anchovies to that. And a recent pizza place I discovered that is like right up there in terms of like consistency and quality. They have smoked oysters as an option for pizza topping, which I always like as well.
Make use of the modern magic of versatile, economical evaporated milk.
Yeah. Anchovies, fun fact, are also often used in Caesar dressing.
PG&E presents Ready, your tireless household servant.
I wash and dry your clothes.
Oh, God.
Play your radios. I can heat your coffee pot. I am always there with lots of power to spare, cause I'm ready kilowatt. Remember, just plug in. I'm ready.
I think we've found a prehistoric Tumblr sexy man. Jesus fucking Christ. Watching in low resolution. This is what I see. Oh, God. Ah, my word. And yeah, no, he does have a bit of, like, Popeye energy to him. But at the same time, he's also radiating a lot of Mr. Ring-a-Ding. If you know, you know. But, like, good God. He's also got that specific, like, quality to his voice where, like, he's singing without knowing how to sing. Where it's someone who's never received any, like, vocal training. Sort of, like, this guy doing his damnedest to follow along with the key.
I wash and dry your clothes, play your radios, I can heat your coffee pot. I am always there with lots of power to spare, cause I'm ready, kilowatt. Remember, just plug in. I'm ready.
God. Oh, God, speaking of Tumblr sexy, man.
Has your day ever been like this?
Every day. Every damn day.
Time for relaxing. My working day is through. I'm in my slippers and watching TV too. Now pour me a glass of National Bohemian and I'll be satisfied.
You know? Admittedly not the direction I expected this to take.
Okay. Wherever under the blue sky you are, when you thirst for something wet, cold, and delicious, open a can or bottle of National Bohemian beer. So light, so refreshing. Nothing cools your thirst like National Bohemian. Wet, cold, and delicious.
I am biting my tongue, trying to avoid the discussion of whether or not a liquid is wet. I don't want to pause this stream for that long. I know that man. Oh, yeah, it looks like he's a distant relative of Mr. Pringle. Either that or some kind of famous pugilist. There was a restaurant with the... Oh, really? So they had a fucking National Bohemian ad in the... in the window of that place? The best chicken fingers and pool. Oh, damn. I mean, here's the thing. Like, you can chef up a lot of different things, but honestly, at the end of the day, it is hard to beat a good fucking chicken finger. Like, especially if you got something like a nice honey mustard or something to dip it in. Now it's an Ollie's Discount Superstore. We can't have shit in Detroit.
Once the Cheerios kids spent time on an island, the kind that makes tourists rave. The natives did too, but what did they say? Yo! Tidal wave! The palms will be swamped or island destroyed. Boink! Where the coconut? Oh-ho, said the kid. You've just made me think of Cheerios.
I don't know whether it's better or worse that they're advertising the island natives as a bunch of white people. I think it's probably, given the time period, for the better. Lest we get some unfortunate caricatures.
He'll get power from those Power O's. Cheerios with the one perfect shape for perfect crisp toasting all round and all through. You enjoy all the goodness of Power Oats. Toasted oat goodness with wonderful nourishment. Yes, this Power Breakfast gives you power protein plus energy vitamin B1 for...
Legitimate question. Does anyone here actually eat plain Cheerios? I feel like Cheerios has become one of those things, like, unless you are an infant reaching into a plastic baggie, you go with literally any other flavor of Cheerio. Like, for me, I was the big apple cinnamon Cheerios kid. Like, that or Honey Nut Cheerios. But, like, I think my go-to breakfast for a good number of years was, like, apple cinnamon Cheerios with vanilla yogurt instead of milk. Sometimes I take home little boxes of Cheerios from school cafeterias. I mean, honestly, it's better than letting them go to waste, I will say, Carrie. Hello, Sharkfin. We are reacting to a lot of 50s and 60s commercials. They get even. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, it's overall just a neutral flavor, but I also feel like more people probably just gravitate towards the actual flavored Cheerios variants. I mean, I say that, but then again, just plain old Cheerios have lasted as long as they have. So, my go-to breakfast has been maple and brown sugar oatmeal. I mean, that's not a bad choice either.
Go power.
He got power.
There he goes.
He's feeling his Cheerios.
How much do you want to bet he's going to make the island natives pay for this? Yogurt puffs. Oh my god, yogurt puffs. Holy shit. I'm not sure if I ever tried yogurt puffs, but I was aware of them, Koshe. And that actually reminds me. So I used to have a pet guinea pig. And we would get these little yogurt droplet things for said guinea pig. And I had a friend, like my very best friend at the time, and they would every so often just sneak in one of those little yogurt pellets that we would normally feed to the guinea pig to eat themselves. And I forget if I ever tried it myself, but I think I was by and large always a bit too nervous about it because this is something designed for a rodent. But I mean, then again, push comes to shove, it is just yogurt, quote unquote. But I will say, an underappreciated snack is this yogurt-covered raisins or yogurt-covered almonds or things like that.
If you know your oats, you too will go for the Power O's Cheerios.
One of the Big G cereals from General Mills.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and mothers.
Ladies and mothers.
Why the distinction? Are we implying that a gentleman can't enjoy a nice quality box of Sugar Jets? Yogurt is dehydrated, solidified like that. It's candy. It really is, honestly. Also, obviously this is before my time, but was Sugar Jets an actual fucking... Oh, well, it has Betty Crocker on there, so, I am guessing it was real.
This is a shopping basket. Its purpose is to be filled with good food to keep the family healthy and happy.
So Mother fills it with vegetables.
Oh, I see. We can't say gentleman because obviously Mom's the one who has to do all the shopping, right? You know, I was wondering when we were going to get to this particular part of the old retro commercials. Gross veggies. Ew, stinky.
'Cause they taste good and are full of vitamins.
Uh-huh. And with meat, because it tastes good and it's full of vitamins and protein. Uh-huh. And with Sugar Jets, because they taste delicious.
And they're filled with enough fucking chemicals to mummify a small dog.
And give you vitamins and protein, too.
They're crunchy as ice cream cones.
Uh-huh. And they're just sweet enough.
Grand for breakfast.
And fun for snacks.
Helps you grow up.
And feel good. Sugar Jets are real food. The triple treat of sugar-toasted oats and wheat. So jet up with Sugar Jets.
I mean, to eat enough of these things, yeah, you are going to fucking reach orbit. I mean, I will say, like, I don't have a sweet tooth anymore. At least not nearly as much as I did when I was much younger. The other day, like, as an Easter present, I got sent a Cadbury cream shortbread thing by a family member. And I remember, like, taking a single bite of this, and I'm like, boy howdy, there be the sugar. Like, there is enough there to fucking send a squadron of children either to bed or an early grave. I will say, though, like, as far as, like, breakfast cereals are concerned, I don't really do cereal anymore. However, every now and then I will sort of, like, as a self-indulgent thing, get some, like, Frosted Mini Wheats. And I feel like that still fucking hits hard. Sugar Jets sounds like they're just... It really does. It really does sound like Sugar Smacks. Also, I forget, was there ever any real difference between, like, Sugar Smacks and Golden Crisp? Because I feel like they're essentially the same, like, honey glazed puff rice cereal, just from, like, different brands. I lost my sweet tooth over the past 3 years. I am sorry to hear that, Sharkfin. Also, I've also heard that, like, depending on, like, where you're from, like, Golden Crisp was called Sugar Crisp. Or maybe it was, like, originally one and then it became the other. I don't know what the fuck is behind that story. All I know is that, like, back in my day, like, a lot of fucking... the main motivation behind watching cereal commercials in the 90s was that they made little fucking dramas out of it, where there'd be ongoing continuous story arcs, where, like, oh, someone's gonna catch the fucking leprechaun, so be sure to pay attention to this fucking Lucky Charms commercial. Or Sugar Bear's gonna outwit fucking Granny. It is bizarre what fucking advertising methods have gone into cereal specifically over the years.
They make you feel jet propelled!
In a sense.
Sugar Jets.
It's so handy having Q-tips round the house. You can do so much with Q-tips round the house. Your pets deserve loving care. Clean their ears, eyes, and paws with gentle Q-tips cotton swabs.
Just keep them away from the cat.
It's so handy having Q-tips round the house. You can do so much with Q-tips for hygienic first aid. Sterilized Q-tips are the safe way to apply ointments and antiseptics to little cuts and scrapes right on the spot. And Q-tips have a soothing touch. They're soft as pussy willows.
Not touching that, first and foremost. Second of all, I don't think I've ever seen a Q-tip commercial until now. It is bizarre that, like, you stop and think about what items you just sort of buy because you need them, and what items used to be a lot more advertised. Like, I don't know, I remember seeing a YouTube video where someone put it best, like, I don't need to see a commercial for toilet paper. It's just something I buy. And I feel like it's the same thing with, like, Q-tips, salt and pepper, things like that. You know, it's just something you just kind of end up needing at some point, so you don't need it advertised. Which is hilarious, because while I've never seen a Q-tip commercial, we still have a fuck ton of toilet paper commercials out there.
You can do so much with Q-tips for your baby. Q-tips were first made for babies and have been used by doctors, nurses, and mothers for over a quarter of a century. Now, modern families find so many uses for Q-tips, they keep a box in every room. It's so handy having Q-tips round the house.
So I feel like this is also another interesting example of, like, when a brand name becomes just the default word for that type of product. Like, these are cotton swabs. Like, to be clear, this item is known as a cotton swab. At least I think it is. But, like, we all just look at them and say, oh, Q-tip. Like, in the same sense where a lot of people will, like, look at a can of cola and say, oh yeah, that's a Coke. Even if it isn't a Coca-Cola product. Like, that process has always been fascinating to me, where you come to associate a specific item or tool with the brand name that popularized it. And I don't know if that's specifically a regional thing, like how some people call, like, sprinkles Jimmies or things like that, or if it's more of a, like, just a matter of one specific product ultimately winning out a fucking commercial war. Kind of in the same sense that, like, Google ended up winning... Well, actually, Google is a perfect example of this. Google ended up winning the search engine wars. Because many of you may not remember that before Google got as popular as it is, as synonymous with searching things on the internet as it is, there were a lot of fucking competitors. There was Ask Jeeves. There was the Yahoo search engine. There was KGB for some fucking reason. Like, I feel like... I mean, obviously, with Ask Jeeves, there's a bit of an essential flaw where you have to phrase every search on the internet in the form of a question. Jeeves died for our sins. He really did. But, yeah, no. It is always fascinating when you see a very specific brand become the go-to identifier for any specific type of product. Oh god, this... I don't think this counts as being in color, does it? Because, like, this is still relatively monochrome. But, like, it's still... There's a bit of color to it. It's hard to say. I'm going to say this doesn't count as a commercial in color.
It's new. Just look what you can do with Barbie's Color and Curl.
Well, that's ironic.
You can take this special fashion wig and change the color like magic. You can see it happen right before your eyes.
I'm sorry. I have to take a moment to appreciate the perfect fucking framing of this pause. But also, now, your little girl, too, can practice cultural appropriation with Barbie.
A dazzling new hair color for Barbie. Later, you can change the color back. The secret is in the wig itself. Every time you dip it in the color magic solution, it changes color. There's nothing to hurt you and no dyes to spill or stain. You can even set it, dry it under the hairdryer that really works, and style it any way you want. Color and Curl comes with 4 different fashion wigs.
Oh my god. Like, I know I invoked fucking Mars Attacks earlier, but good god, that's just the wig.
Each one changes to another color and back over and over again.
I'm also realizing that this was back during the era before Barbie was stuck in a perpetual Glasgow smile and just had a case of resting bitch face.
Get Barbie's new Color and Curl with everything to create dazzling hairstyles for your Barbie and Midge. You can tell it's for...
I'm sorry, Barbie and who?
Everything to create dazzling hairstyles for your Barbie and Midge.
Barbie and Mitch. Is there an ex-boyfriend of Barbie's that we weren't aware of? Before Ken, was Mitch the main player? Midge. What kind of name is Midge? Midge is a nickname for Margaret? there's a part of me that wants to question whether or not that's a thing. But then again, I am also ready to admit that I am very sheltered in a number of different areas. So, yeah, no, Midge sounds like a name from a parallel universe, but then again, that's my whole fucking gimmick as a VTuber. Why would I lie to you? Because you're a Gaslight Gatekeep Bug Boss?
You can tell it's Mattel. It's swell.
Oh, God.
When that irresistible urge strikes, that urge for a candy bar, have an Almond Joy.
Yes, nothing treats a concussion quite like an Almond Joy. Midge is Barbie's cousin? I'll take your word for it. I know next to nothing about Barbie. Other than the fact that it had some dubious origins.
Don't fight the feeling for an Almond Joy bar. Life's more appealing with an Almond Joy bar. Real milk chocolate toast, that almond tender coconut to Peter.
Jesus, lady, calm down.
Go ahead. Follow that irresistible urge to an indescribably delicious Peter Paul Almond Joy.
I don't think I've ever seen a retro commercial from like the 50s and 60s advertising candy to adults. It's weird that it's taken me this long to find one.
And when you get the urge for something really crunchy,
Don't fight it, surrender to a Peter Paul almond cluster. Crunchy, crackly, chocolatey almond clusters, nice and nutty.
indescribably delicious.
Almond cluster. I mean, I can imagine that one probably didn't last because it's like biting into chocolate-coated shrapnel. Ah, gosh. I say that, but I was a bit self-indulgent today and got myself a fucking payday. Oh, God! Sudden saturation.
Young girls just ask me what I use to keep my skin looking so soft. Well, here's what I use. New Super Lathering Camay. Gives twice the lather old Camay did. Girls, come here. Let me show you my new discovery. Donna, you take this new Camay. Audrey, I'll give you this bar of old Camay.
Because you're the less favorite of my daughters. God, I see, I'm still fucking traumatized by the Smokey the Bear commercial earlier, so there is a part of me that is half expecting one of them to rip off their skin suit.
Now lather them up. I can tell you now, Audrey will need 2 bars of the old Camay. To get the lather Donna will get with 1 bar of the new. Now let's take a look. Twice the lather from new Camay.
So creamy.
Yep. I mean, I suppose when you are in the mood to just lather up your face with a bar of soap fully dressed, nothing quite beats new Camay. This is the face of someone who is pressing a button from underneath a desk.
More lather, creamier lather. What a combination for soft skin.
Safeguard presents a real family portrait. Look.
May I ask which family? So that I can call the proper authorities?
Cannons, bowl, fiddle, trombone. You look like a musical family. How do you keep harmony in the family, Mrs. Gannon?
With our act, the Aristocrats.
This, Safeguard.
The deodorant soap?
It's more than that. We all use it. Sure, it's my complexion soap.
But how is it as a deodorant soap?
The best. It has more deodorant than any other soap.
Also, question, can we make this point with our clothes on?
Safeguard kind of makes you want to sing in the shower, huh?
Safeguard.
Safeguard, the perfect family soap.
They need an adult. And not the adults present.
When Chuck Cooper goes north, he's learned not to bother to ask for grits or to try to explain what they are.
Apparently Chuck's the type of guy who doesn't ask for directions either. Also, I have the distinct impression that we are slowly transitioning from the 50s to the 60s with the more consistent application of Technicolor here.
Instead, Chuck asks for 1/2 cup of hot water and takes out his package of Quaker Instant Grits product.
First of all, I don't think you can do that in a restaurant. I mean, maybe you can, maybe you can't. I just feel like restaurants are one of those, like, if you have your own food, why are you here? Get the fuck out. What are you, a cop? You know what? Valid point. I mean, I was the type of person who would bring some of my own snacks to the movie theater, so what the fuck am I saying?
The same delicious Quaker grits he's used to at home, but ready instantly. Quaker Instant Grits for a great southern meal, even in the north. Portion pack or family pack with pour spout.
Ah, back to the monochrome. Is this gonna be another commercial for fucking headache medicine? This woman looks like she's about to put the fear of God in this kid.
Jimmy, please, not now. I'm too busy. Control yourself. Sure, you have a headache, tense, irritable, but don't take it out on him.
Damn. Dreams crushed. Artistic aspirations shredded and tossed to the four winds.
You need Anacin for fast relief. The big difference in Anacin makes a big difference in the way you feel. Minutes after taking Anacin, headache pain's gone, so tension's gone, irritability's gone. You're in control again.
Regret is gone. That teen pregnancy, don't worry about it.
You see, Anacin is like a doctor's prescription. That is a combination of ingredients. The pain reliever most recommended by doctors, plus an extra ingredient missing from leading aspirins, still missing with buffering. Combined in Anacin to relieve pain, to relax tension, soothe irritability. You get fast relief. You keep control. Yes, the big difference in Anacin makes a big difference in the way you feel.
This feels like a commercial that was directed by Woody Allen. Oh,
Here
God.
comes the Shoop Shoop Hula Hoop and the Frisbee family of flying fun. Now, 7 different Frisbees, 7 ways to discover the wonderful world of Frisbee flight.
You know, despite this being slightly color-tinted, I think this is the whitest commercial we've seen so far.
Frisbee, everybody's idea of a good time. Get in on the fun with the Shoop Shoop Hula Hoop, the hoop with the sound. For more tricks, more fun, get the Hoop of Champions. Frisbee and Hula Hoop, sold separately from Whammo.
Oh, God, Whammo. See, I'm just laughing because Whammo specifically was a toy brand that was parodied repeatedly throughout Ren and Stimpy with their fake product Log from a company called Blammo. So that sent me the fuck back in time.
Just out and just wonderful, the 1957 Chevrolet. There's fresh new design, plus new fuel injection engines that deliver up to 283 horsepower. Number 1 in the USA, the 1957 Chevrolet, at your Chevrolet dealers now.
I mean, as a sucker for chrome lining and fins on a car, I mean, yeah, it looks pretty enough. I mean, speaking of...
They'll know you've arrived when you drive up in the 1958 Edsel.
I don't think I've ever seen a vertical grill on a car. Chat. Chat, we found it. After all these years, the legendary car pog. If I can't unsee it, then neither can you. Oh, God.
The car that's truly new, from nameplate to taillights. New from the front. New from the side. New from the rear. Only Edsel has the sleek, clean line design that sets it apart from the look-alike cars. And it combines new looks with the newest V8 engines in the world, the big new Edsel 400 and the power-packed Edsel 475.
I mean, here's the thing. It's obviously a fucking screaming metal death trap with, like, virtually no safety features, but I am a sucker for the fucking 60s sci-fi aesthetic of this fucking car.
It is unlikely you have ever driven a car with so much real, usable power as the Edsel. And with Edsel's exclusive Teletouch drive, you drive more safely, more easily than you ever have before, because both hands can stay at the wheel while the Edsel shifts electrically. There's even the added luxury of new Edsel air suspension that's just like riding on air, because you are.
I mean, I suppose by definition.
And remember, of all the medium-priced cars, car for car, across the board, the 1958 Edsel is the one that's new and the lowest price, too.
I can't get over it. It's... So fucking... Skinwalker Smokey and Car Pog are gonna be haunting me for the rest of the evening.
So see your Edsel dealer.
How about a movie tonight, huh?
Wow, what's that aftershave you wear?
Immediate regret. Car pussy. I mean, listen. If you buy the 58, what you do with it is your business. God. No, let's revisit that.
How about a movie tonight, huh?
Wow, what's that aftershave you wear?
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Wearing.
You high
Oh my God!
It is so powerful. It drives women right out of their minds.
What the fuck? Yeah, nothing says aftershave commercial like domestic abuse.
Wow, what's that aftershave you're wearing?
You high karate aftershave is so powerful.
He came in swinging! Tried the judo chop her ass and broke the coffee table.
It drives women right out of their minds. That's why we have to put instructions on self-defense in every package. High karate, the brisk splash-on aftershave.
Fuck off!
Smooths and soothes and cools. High karate, aftershave, cologne, and gift sets.
Oh my fuck.
High karate, be careful how you use it.
Fuck all the way off. Ugh. My God, I hate that more than car pussy.
Ideal launches the Boaterific Shark Pack, racing boats that change course by themselves, because they're equipped with computer pilot systems. Plug in a pilot disc, and your shark will steer the course you want automatically. You get 4 different pilot discs for 4 different maneuvers. Cruise them. Race them. They're a wild breed. The Boaterific Shark Pack. They're ideal.
In what regard? Well, first of all, let's get to this fucking oldie in a bit. But, like, fucking... if your whole selling point is, like, buy our product, it's ideal. You might want to go back to the drawing board. That being said, I will say it is somehow comforting to know that, like, toys for motorized vehicles have not really changed in their advertising methods over the course of several decades. It's like, for comparison, I'm going to pull up a fucking commercial that I grew up with. Let's see here. God, let me see here. I know I'm holding things up, but alright, so even just to, like, backtrack a little bit, let's watch the start of this boat commercial again, and
Ideal launches the Boaterific Shark Pack, racing boats that change course by themselves, because they're equipped with computer pilot systems. Plug in a pilot disc, and your shark will steer the course you want automatically. You get 4 different pilot discs for 4 different maneuvers. Cruise them. Race them. They're a wild breed. The Boaterific Shark Pack. They're ideal.
Okay, and so now compare that to this commercial that I grew up with.
The only thing more exciting than Turbo Hopper is Aero Turbo Hopper, the hottest off-road action you've ever seen. It leaps into the air because its radio controls go anywhere, do anything, fun and speed. Yahoo! Over rocks and through the mud. Real turbo racing action. You just hit the turbo power to make the pass and win. Aero Turbo Hopper and Turbo Hopper, only from Tyco RC.
So, you know, the more things change, the more they stay the same. So there is some comfort in that. But also a bit of existential dread to know that we're all living in a fucking time loop when it comes to advertising.
Yeah, we admire wieners. Oscar Mayer wieners, they are so plump and tender too.
It's Oscar Mayer for me and you.
I feel like it was always the same guy who did the bassy voice when it came to these musical commercials. Like, I would have to look up to see if there was, like, a specific guy they turned to. Because, like, realistically, they probably just had people with similar voices do those types of things. But, like, then again, for the longest time, for movie trailers, we just turned to the same guy to, to like, read out those typical, well, let me even, Tony Curtis. It could have been. But again, like, for the longest time, like, for, like, 80s and 90s, like, movie trailers, like, you would have what sounded like the same guy going, "In a world where specific circumstances lead to certain actions, only one man has the solution." You know, that kind of thing. So, I don't know, like, maybe it's just me overthinking it, but it feels like there is always the same gentleman that they would bring up for these types of, like, bassy reads for commercials.
We admire wieners. Oscar Mayer wieners, they are so plump and tender too.
It's Oscar Mayer for me and you.
Wieners, Oscar Mayer wieners, the best you ever put in buns.
'Cause they're the juicy, all-meat ones.
Man, they taste just dandy, and they're oh so handy. They're fully cooked, just heat and eat.
And eat and eat.
Hey, if you've been wishing, say, for great nutrition, you get the protein you require.
From wieners made by Oscar Mayer.
But yeah, let me even just look that up real quick, Koshe, because I think you might be onto something there. See, Tony Curtis was popular in the 50s and 60s, known for his roles in Some Like It Hot, Spartacus, Boston Strangler. Let me see here. Another guy? Hey, no worries. But, like, here's the thing. It at least is validating to know that, like, there's at least the possibility of there being, like, a guy that people turn to. Is like, and it's even kind of weird to think that there are certain individuals. Thurl Arthur Ravenscroft. That is a fucking name and a half. But yeah, no, it's weird to think that there's certain, like, actors or even just personalities we associate with specific products, like like the unfortunate case of Wilford Brimley being often associated with diabetes commercials. Oh my god, he was Tony the Tiger! Oh my god, that's why it sounds so familiar. Yeah, no, let me even just, like, do a brief sort of aside to look into this, since it was brought up.
Well, I'm the first mate, the voice of the first mate on the Mark Twain. And
oh my
in the
god.
Bear Country Jamboree,
Which bear are you?
I'm the old sourpuss on the wall, the buffalo head.
Oh my
god.
god.
Sing it, babe. And I've done, I'm the parrot in the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Let me hear the parrot.
Well, we're going to show you all a trick now. We're going to make you all disappear.
Oh,
There's
God!
Some long-faced sour-bellied son of a gun. Hello.
Tony the Tiger. Never heard of sugar frosted flakes? Those big crisp flakes of corn with that secret toasted in sugar frosting? They're great!
Sure, but first we'll start with the complete breakfast, including my vitamin-packed frosted flakes.
Oh my god, I think that was him in this. God, like, once again, I have to give props to Koshe's research, like, on the fucking fly research skills. Holy shit. Yeah, no, like, I'm going to hazard a guess that Mr. Ravenscroft is no longer with us, but, like, fucking, let's take a moment to appreciate him, like, his legacy reaching this fucking far back. My word. Oh my fucking god, fuck off! Are you fucking kidding me? Once again, I feel as though I have inherited Lorelei's witch time.
Again.
Breakfast for everyone. It's the year of the tiger.
This is the year of the tiger. We'll have breakfast with the tiger of the year. Make it nourishing and tasty, crisp and lots of fun.
Start with Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes. That's the one. It's secret toasted in frosting and 8 essential vitamins and iron make for nutrition that tastes great. Cool it, cousin. I'll let you know when it's the year of the elephant.
Well, fuck off, Tony. Let him live. Also, that's a glamour shot if I ever saw one.
Oh, no, not Sue. A great big frown, too? Sure, but that was yesterday. Today, she's fine. The smile is back. Wow, what a difference.
I'm sorry. First of all, like, the fact that there's so many little cuts in the audio for this commercial. Second of all, it's just like, oh no, not Sue. That bitch from the barbecue?
What happened? Mother knew she had temporary irregularity, so she gave her gentle Fletcher's Castoria, depended on by more mothers than any other laxative to correct irregularity in children of all ages. You see, Fletcher's Castoria gives children the gentle relief they need.
I mean, if there were gonna be anything to put a frown on my face, yeah, that'd probably be it.
Unlike strong adult laxatives, Castoria contains no harsh drugs. It's made from nature's finest vegetable laxative. And Castoria is so easy to give, so easy to take. It's liquid, so exact dosage is easy. And Castoria tastes good. So when temporary irregularity occurs in your home, do as most mothers do. Give mild, good-tasting Fletcher's Castoria, the only nationally recognized laxative made to meet the special needs of infants and growing children.
You know, someone's got to set a standard, I suppose.
Will do, Bell Beauty Bar will do. Things for you no soap can do.
No soap so mild, yet clean so clean as Vel Beauty Bar. And Vel leaves no soapy bathtub ring.
Things no soap.
Well, yeah, sure it doesn't if you shove all the bubbles down the drain.
Can do for you, Bell Beauty Bar will do.
Good furniture resents dusting with only a dust cloth. Don't give up. Try Pledge with your dust cloth.
Oh, I'm sorry, just fucking... just... I saw the fucking dancing chair, and all I could think of was the fucking Jamiroquai Virtual Insanity music video. Like, once again, you will pardon me for sidetracking momentarily. Let me see. Just to prove my point here.
Good furniture resents dusting with only a dust cloth. Don't give up. Try Pledge with your dust cloth.
I feel like I have made my point.
Dusting with only a dust cloth. Don't give up. Try Pledge with your dust cloth. Pledge removes dirt, smudges, ordinary dusting can't. Cleans and waxes. Leaves a beautiful hard wax shine. Use Johnson's Pledge for waxed beauty instantly as you dust. Every time you dust.
That chair's getting a bit too friendly with her at the end there.
Hello, I'm Tab Hunter. Did you know that mental illness claims more victims than any other disease? That's right. 1 American in every 10 is suffering from some disabling mental or emotional disorder. Please join in the fight against mental illness.
That is a surprisingly refreshing change of pace. I mean, I do kind of wish they had brought on a representative who had a bit more charisma than a paper cup to address it, but yeah, legitimately. Of all the fucking time periods to get a fucking commercial for the Mental Health Association, that this is kind of pleasantly sobering.
Support your mental health association. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, friend.
And now let's breeze over to Tunaville and get the latest word on what's going on from the mayor of Tunaville, Hugh Conover.
Ah, yes. The mayor of Tunaville. That regular peeping Tom over at Breast Chicken.
Well, it's an exciting day here in Tunaville, the town where they catch and pack breast chicken tuna. You hear that? This is the day of the big ball game, and it's just about to start.
Fly ball!
I don't think I could conceive of a more confusing brand name for tuna than Breast Chicken.
Sorry, the game's all over. You see, they play all 9 innings at once, but it saves time. And that's what counts with folks in Tunaville, because this is where the folks live who get the tuna quicker off the clipper. Breast chicken tuna. And actually now, the breast chicken people are the only ones who operate their own fleet of tuna clippers. So they do the whole job themselves.
I'm still just processing this. I really wish I were in the pitch meeting for this. It's like, all right, boys, we need a catchy name for our tuna company, and we need it now. Johnson, what do you got there? Breast chicken. Brilliant idea, Johnson. You get a raise. No, I'm just saying what I had for lunch. I mean, fucking... What next? Beef tallow tofu?
From the catching to the canning. And that's the big reason breast of chicken comes to you tasting fresher and finer. And with breast of chicken, you get only the finest third of the tuna. Packed faster, packed fresher.
Also, it can be put into a Jell-O mold.
Right on time, as usual. Those are the Tunaville Clippers entering the harbor.
Breast the chicken's quicker, quicker off the clipper, quicker off the clipper. Get breast the chicken right away.
I don't think I've ever heard a product jingle that radiates "we are going to beat you to death" energy quite like that one.
Why don't you try a can or two of the tuna from Tunaville? Breast of chicken tuna, solid pack or chunk style. The tuna packed quicker off the clipper.
Yeah, I think some chunks are going to be packed regardless with a product like that.
Hey, Max! Dinner! Max! Not the same old thing, Max. I've got something new for you.
Unless it's bacon strips, fuck off.
New rival burgers and gravy.
I'm sorry, can we hear that read one more time?
New rival burgers and gravy.
That is the fucking delivery of someone from an undisclosed European country trying their damnedest to try and sound American. New rivals, burgers, and gravy. One more time.
New rival burgers and gravy.
Again, the pronunciation of when you are trapped in an Arctic facility with an alien mimic and have to try and suss out which one of them is the imposter. Sound like Nadja's American. Oh my god, you're right, Cochet. It does sound like Nadja's American accent. Also, watch What We Do in the Shadows. Another fucking show you should just watch regardless. of any preconceived notions.
Mmm. Real meatballs, Max.
The more I hear her pronunciation here, I'm getting a picture of, like, someone at gunpoint forced to grin with their teeth clenched. Burgers and gravy. Delicious. Hurry up and eat it.
Lots of radiant, broiled, juicy meatballs. Cooked by Rival in good beef gravy. You're a lucky dog, all right, if you ever get here. Couldn't be better if I cooked it myself. You even get proteins and vitamins, minerals, meal. Everything you need. Not that you care, you dog, but...
Wow, fuck you, lady! Clearly Max is going through it. He isn't falling for your fucking, like, DW40 gravy bullshit.
I do. I love you. Oh, for goodness sake. Would I lie to you? Here, smell it.
That's what you said about Sparky before he went to the vet and never came back, and you returned with an urn, Mom.
That a boy.
Yeah, just let him lick the sharp, freshly, like, peeled can.
From now on, I'm feeding you everything, Rival. Because when it comes to cooking for dogs, Rival has no rival.
God.
Here's the hungriest cowboy on the range, all set to dig right in, Southwestern style. Sure, it's fun to eat in the great outdoors, but here's how to get that hearty, husky chow right at home. Ostex beef stew. Look at 'em go. Here's real solid eating, Southwestern style. Ostex beef stew. Tender, lean beef chunks blended in rich brown gravy with...
Looks an awful lot like the royal dog food, doesn't it? Like, let's take a moment to compare and contrast. Bitter 1 or 2?
You care, you dog.
1 or 2? This is unfortunately one of those cons that come with monochrome advertisements. Any vaguely soupy, stewy-like food is gonna look exactly the same. I mean, then again, there is a non-0% chance that both these fucking food products were made in the same fucking building.
Gravy with potatoes and carrots. So delicious, so low in price. Ostex beef stew to keep your men going strong.
Keep your men going strong. Fill those wide open spaces.
Also, no, I'm sorry. Let's take another look at Dad over here.
To keep your men going strong.
Keep your men going strong.
Pardon me for a moment. I think you all know where I'm going with this, but bear with me. Once again, corporate wants us to find the difference. Oh, boy. So that's the serum they fucking shoved inside of him. Good Southwest cooking.
Fill those wide open spaces. Watch the chow line get long. And look at those happy faces.
Okay, so again, The whole gimmick here is like, keep your men strong. But now we have this young woman here who's clearly smiling just as much as everyone else. Is this simply a case of her walking in and, mightn't I the gristle, papa?
Husky, hardiest in the land. Ostex!
That's my brand. Make it yours.
My brand.
Now, you can keep talking, Madge. I can clean the floor while I'm on the phone. No, there's nothing to it. I'm using the white tornado.
You know, as you do.
You know, Ajax liquid. Ammonia? Oh, it's got lots more ammonia than that green stuff. And believe me, where ammonia counts, Ajax means less work.
Oh boy, I'd love nothing more in an enclosed space with all the windows and doors closed than ammonia. Also, I forget, what was it that Ajax sold earlier in the compilation? Like, wasn't it like a hygiene product? I'm not sure I have time to go all the fucking way back and try and find it. If I was a housewife, I would be mixing cleaners. Oh god, detergent. Yeah, no, I guess that tracks. Also, hello, Carl. We are reacting to a compilation of 1950s and 60s commercials.
How can I tell about the ammonia in Ajax? By the smell.
She never heard back from her friend. God.
Next, you split the shrimp before dipping them in the batter. Important part of French frying is having fat at the right temperature for every batch you put in. We'll skip that. Then when...
Skip it, Mother?
Well, you can't regulate the temperature of fat.
I can with my new range. It has a built-in deep fat fryer with an automatic temperature control.
Really?
I just turn this dial to the temperature the recipe calls for, and that's all there is to it.
Well, that's something I never saw on a range before.
I know it, Mother. Only Hot Point has this automatic built-in French fryer.
And come to think of it, I've never really had a good look at your new Hot Point range.
Yes, it's the perfect tool for discipline, Mother, when the children get too uppity and I need to splash them with something.
What does this mean, automatic griddle?
Well, it means that you no longer have skin on the palm of your hand, Mother. Take your hand off the fucking range.
Mother, my Hot Point has the most wonderful, easiest to clean griddle you ever saw. You just plug it in. See? And when it's not in use, you have all this work surface.
Looks like your answer to Jim's Sunday morning breakfast of pancakes.
It sure is. I can make 8 at a time.
Oh, say, look at the size of that oven.
Yes, Jim fit in nicely.
I'll never forget last Thanksgiving, Mother. You trying to put that big turkey into your oven?
Yes.
This oven will hold that turkey plus all the trimmings. And look.
2 ovens.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, where do you think my husband went?
That's my Hot Point thrift oven.
Oh, 2 ovens? Golden griddle? French fryer? Oh, your father's been promising me a new range for years. I'm going to tell him Hot Point.
See the great new 1954 Hot Point electric ranges at your Hot Point.
I'm sorry. No, we're not going to overlook the fucking imp. Yeah, because nothing says the family-friendly range like a satanic cherub. Smiling friend's ass mascot. Oh, God.
At your Hot Point dealers soon. Hot Point. Quality appliances at reasonable cost.
Oh, God.
The power of the atom, greatest source of energy man has ever discovered, is now serving in many ways, from atomic submarines and ships to nuclear fuel generation of electric power. Planning ahead for California's growing electric needs, PG&E, in partnership with General Electric, has had Vallecito's atomic power plant in operation since the fall of '57.
Did I ever mention that I used to live next to a PG&E nuclear power plant? It was ages and ages ago. Which I imagine some of you are hearing that going, yeah, no, that explains a lot. It was during my my undergrad years where I was staying in this little, like, Northern California fishing village that just so happened to be next to, like okay, to explain and clarify a bit further, I think by the time I was living there, they were no longer relying on nuclear power. I think all, like, the remnants of, like, nuclear waste they had left over was, like, sealed away in a fucking concrete block somewhere within the facility. But it wasn't helped by the fact that right next to that facility was a fucked up looking marsh with a bunch of garbage sticking out of it. Like something that would look great on a fucking indie record label or record cover, album cover. Fuck, goddamn, I cannot speak. But I always just thought that was kind of thematically hilarious. Just knowing that there's always that slight chance of one stray earthquake resulting in not only a tsunami, but also a block of something with a longer half-life than any of our full lives cracking open.
Its license from the Atomic Energy Commission was the very first one issued. Now we're building a much larger atomic electric plant to begin operation in 1962 at Humboldt Bay near Eureka.
Oh my fucking... Are you fucking kidding me? I think that's the literal exact plant I was talking about. I think that's literally the exact same power plant I'm talking about. Because the fishing village I mentioned was literally just like a 5-minute drive south of Eureka. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. Yeah, no, this is literally the exact same PG&E power plant that I lived next to. That's fucking hilarious.
Today, atomic electricity costs more than conventional power in the United States.
Yeah, look, it's on the coast, too!
But at PG&E's Eureka plant, engineers expect to break this cost barrier and become the first in America to achieve economic atomic electricity.
Oh my fucking god, that is the exact power plant I lived next to. That's fucking funny. That is, I cannot fucking... I'm gonna have to tell Lorelai about that later. That is the fucking... That is the current epitome of her witch time abilities bleeding into my streams. Holy fuck. Christ on a Christmas crucifix.
Creative engineering, research, and pioneering development like this help keep your PG&E service your best bargain.
My God.
Here's great news about two wonderful Baraxto hand...
Is that... Are you fucking kidding? Well, I mean, here's the thing. He was an actor before he was president. So I guess that makes sense. But still. Holy shit. My God. For those of you who are unclear, this is Ronald Reagan. Before being the 40th president of the United States, and literally the motherfucker behind the don't do drugs movement, and a bunch of other fucking abhorrent atrocities, he was a well-known film and TV actor. What the I mean, I guess I should have kind of half expected this. It's also hilarious, by the way, that Ronald Reagan's last year in office was the year that I was born. My fucking word.
Hand cleaning product. First, Baraxo powdered hand soap in a new plastic decorator container. Looks like this on the grocery shelf, and like this.
God. Degloved. Well, I mean, Carl asked for it, so. Remember, winners don't do drugs. Just say no. Though I can think of a thing or two that you could say yes to. And who knows, maybe by the end you'll be screaming it again and again and again. Okay. My fucking word.
On your bathroom or kitchen sink. Perfect for every...
You stub your toe up fully erect. Oh my fucking god.
Everyday hand washing. Baraxo washes hands cleaner and faster than bar soaps can. And here's exciting new Baraxo waterless hand cleaner. Watch. Just a little dab. Removes paint, soil stains, grease, shoe polish,
industry,
or wax.
technology.
In fact, new Baraxo
Oh, this is a good fucking analog for how much blood is on Reagan's hands.
waterless hand cleaner removes the toughest dirt or stain. Gets hands clean and smooth fast, anytime. In the workshop, camping, on the road, anywhere. Without water. What a convenience. That's new Baraxo waterless hand cleaner. And remember Baraxo powdered hand soap in the attractive new plastic container. Both at your grocery.
Attractive is not necessarily what I would lean towards, Ronnie, but... Oh god! we just keep getting flashbanged by cryptids, don't we? Ugh. Oh my god. I think I got some splaining to do. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, for the uninitiated, this is Lucille Ball, who was the titular character of 1950s sitcom I Love Lucy. And I believe she is there with the actor who played her her husband in the show, Desi Arnaz.
Thank you, dear.
Hey, the last one. You better...
Was he her real husband? I never knew. I thought it was just, like, for the show. Wow. I mean, the more you know. God, here is the thing about these types of streams. I I always feel like somewhat of a cultural anthropologist when I have to explain the people I actually recognize. For a time, they were for reals married. I see. I'm gonna hazard a guess that it didn't last 6 months. Just based on celebrity marriages.
Hey, the last one. You better get another pack.
Okay.
Thank you. You probably think that we're making a big fuss over a cigarette. Well, sure.
Hey, there's that fucking kid again. Like, I think that's a child on the box. I Love Lucy was produced by a studio. Ah, I see. But it just looks like a chubby-cheeked kid smiling on this box of cigarettes. Like, I know nothing about cigarette brands. Like, but it's just, this seems like a weird fucking approach to advertising.
You don't really have to keep this wonderful new king-size Philip Morris cigarette in a safe. It's just our way of telling you that they are kind of precious. The finest king-size cigarette in America today. Smooth, mild, and mellow, and easy on your throat.
You know, again, save the cancer, but that's neither here nor there.
How about you trying them yourself? Just call for Philip Morris, king-size or regular. Buy him by the carton. You're gonna love him, and we're gonna love you. Hey, what was that for?
You said it so beautifully.
Good night, everybody.
My God.
In every Chevrolet showroom across America, more and more people are looking at the car that's just out and just wonderful. The 1957 Chevrolet.
I mean, I'm gonna be real here. I do like the look of this car. Aside from the Pog car that came before it, I could not tell you the difference between this and literally any other car from this time period. Like, it looks nearly identical to the car that we saw before the Pog car commercial.
Some are looking at Chevrolet's daring new front-end styling, the bold new grille, big, beautiful sloping hood. Some are looking at Chevy's handsome new rear end with high-fashion fenders and fresh new design.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Everyone's enthused about the new color-fashioned interiors and the sleek command post instrument panel. And the biggest news of all, Chevrolet's...
Yeah, there you go, Koshe. Thank you for making it for me.
Fuel injection. The greatest engine advance since the overhead valve. Plus, 4 famous drives topped by new exclusive Turbo Glide that brings you triple turbine takeoff and a new flowing kind of going. So visit your Chevrolet dealers soon. See the car that goes them all one better. Number 1 in the USA, the 57 Chevrolet.
Oh, I think that may have been the actual car we saw before the Pog car. So, no wonder it looks so similar.
Pierre, fini de manger? Oui, maman. Va te brosser tes dents avec Lime.
Oh, maman.
Allez, allez.
Hey, Pierre. Bonjour, Claude. Hey, tu veux faire un tour sur mon vélo? Oh, oui, allez, viens.
Damn. I mean, don't forget to kiss the homie goodbye once you're done.
Pierre! Pierre, reviens ici. Tu n'as pas brossé avec Lime.
Yes, in Quebec, as in your own town.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't expect it to be a fucking Quebec-based commercial. I thought it was just France in general. Damn. Yeah, no, you have to understand, Peter's got a busy day of bombing businesses with English signs ahead of him.
Brushing your teeth after every meal is a problem. And if you can't brush after every meal, brush often and use Gleam.
Yeah. He's unfortunately got to go report his mom to the authorities for using an English toothpaste. French law. Honestly, that's the best way to describe Quebecois, Alex.
Between brushings, food
Then again, I suppose in the same sense, Americans are just English LARPers.
particles and bacteria form a harmful deposit like this on your teeth. Dentists call it plaque. Proper brushing with Gleam removes most of this harmful plaque and helps prevent its buildup during the day.
Bon garçon, tu te brosses les dents après le dîner.
Oui, maman. Avec Gleam.
Brush often, even if you can't brush after every meal, and always use Gleam.
I mean, once again, depending on the Quebec household.
Mom, Barb, Patty, Larry, is anybody home?
Kathy Langley's always bringing home news. She had big news some time back after the toothpaste test she was in. Was it good news, Kathy?
Great. After 2 years, my group had 21% fewer cavities with Crest.
Do you know what the other group used?
It was the Crest formula, but without Floristan.
Sure everybody brushed alike.
Uh-huh, including after lunch at school.
Tests like Kathy's make Crest the only toothpaste recognized effective by the American Dental Association.
Well, that explains why the Quebecois were stuck with Gleam.
Here's the statement of their Therapeutics Council. Crest has been shown to be an effective decay-preventive dentifrice that can be of significant value when used in a conscientiously applied program of oral hygiene and regular professional care. In your dental program, have regular checkups. Watch between meal treats. Brush often with Crest. Remember,
My group had 21% fewer cavities with Crest.
Because clearly I speak for all women. Also, oh, is this our guy? I invoked him earlier after the fucking laser lancer.
Look who's here.
Yes! Oh, this hurts because, again, in case you hadn't heard, I think they recently retired the character of Mr. Clean.
It's Mr. Clean with a giant bargain offer. 13 cents off on every giant bottle.
God.
13 cents off. Just like getting 2 big jobs of Mr. Clean cleaning free. He'll clean up a whole bathroom full of grime like this free. Watch Mr. Clean just swish it away. Then he'll clean a whole floor full of dirt like this free. He'll make it sparkle faster and easier without rinsing. Yes, wherever, whatever you clean, now's the time to get Mr. Clean himself.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute. Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Now, while this offer lasts, get free cleaning jobs, save 13 cents on every giant bottle.
Oh, so I just looked it up. Apparently, they retired the character for all of 1 month, and apparently they brought Mr. Clean back, which, honestly, I can't say I'm surprised. This is an interesting phenomenon as well, by the way, because, like, I do not give a single flying fuck about... I have never even used Mr. Clean as a product, but it's also just one of those things where I've known of the character for, like, virtually my entire life, and so then when they make some sort of statement like, we're retiring this character, there's a weird phenomenon that happens. Marketing stunt? Yeah, no, that absolutely makes sense. But it's a weird phenomenon where even if we have no personal connection to, like, a fictional character or something, when you hear that it's going away, there is that, like, primal part of your brain that kind of gets sad or depressed simply because it's been a constant in your life. Even if it's just, like, background radiation. It's like saying tomorrow if they retired the character of Ronald McDonald. Like, even if you've never eaten at McDonald's, there's probably going to be some part of you that's like, oh, well, damn. Like, even if you could not care less about McDonald's, just knowing that, like, something you have known of your entire life is just going away forever. And, again, I mentioned this at the start of the fucking stream. You are not immune to propaganda. I am someone who has never used this product, but after hearing that they were retiring the fucking character of Mr. Clean, I was genuinely like, oh, well, that's a shame. And I have no reason to feel that way, because again, I have no personal connection with this product or this fictional character, this mascot. It is simply a tool of advertising. Like, that's why it always fucking struck me as weird when people started getting... I mean, I'm sure everyone here remembers the whole, like, Grimace Shake fiasco from a few years back, where people were making memes about the Grimace Shake from McDonald's being gross. And then there are people, like, on, like, social media going, why are you guys being mean to Grimace? He didn't do anything. It's like, it's a fictional fucking character. Like, why do you feel so inclined to come to his defense? And the reason is advertising. The reason is essentially propaganda. So again, it's something that none of us are immune to. In fact, research shows that the people most susceptible to things like the placebo effect are the people who believe fully that they are immune to the placebo effect. Like, people who are so convinced that, nah, you can't trick me, they're the easiest ones to trick with placebo studies. It is a known phenomenon. So, again, let this be a lesson. Even as someone like me who calls himself the Logician and has a master's degree in behavioral neuroscience, even I am not immune to this shit. And I am not above, like, pointing a finger at myself going, yeah, no, this is what fucking rampant late-stage capitalist propaganda does to a motherfucker. Research dictates you should show more... Well, UN Entropy and all of his ilk seem to believe the same thing. But once again, this is neither the time nor the website for that.
Hi, big man.
If this is another Smokey the Bear commercial, I swear to fuck.
Keeping our date? Good. Because I've got real news about a fantastic new water-active hairdressing. New Groom and Clean. For men. Grooms and cleans with every combing. No alcohol, no greasy cream. It's the crystal clear water-active hairdressing. So just wet combing helps clean away dirt and dandruff. Prevent grease buildup. Watch, you skeptic. Put a lead-in cream and Groom and Clean in clear water. New Groom and Clean is water active, mixes with water. Cream leaves grease that builds up, collects dirt and dandruff. See? But Groom and Clean helps prevent grease buildup, here and on your hair. So you stay neat, groomed, and clean.
I'm also realizing I don't think there's a single fucking person I have seen in this commercial compilation who does not have their hair slicked back to one extent or another.
Fantastic. Groom and Clean. Grooms and cleans with every combing.
Yeah, because nothing is more arousing than someone who has a fuck ton of chemicals in their hair, enough to fucking put a pharmacy out of business.
I'm Yule Gibbons. Many consider me an expert on natural foods like cattails. Yes, they're edible.
Oh god, it's a grape nuts commercial. I was like, I'm sorry, I just got a fucking flashback to that one... I want to say it was... Maybe it was a Vine of that one guy just biting into a cattail like a corn dog and just hacking up his lungs after the fact. Well, I mean, it might as well be the same experience if you're eating grape nuts.
I look for natural ingredients in my food. That's why grape nuts is part of my breakfast. This is a wholesome cereal made from wheat and barley. These natural ingredients are baked into crunchy nuggets and fortified with 8 essential vitamins. Its naturally sweet taste reminds me of wild hickory nuts. I call grape nuts my back-to-nature cereal.
I mean, if by back to nature you mean it has the texture and taste of gravel, then yeah, I suppose that would be accurate.
Goes the back teeth, goes the back teeth.
Down go the mean old germs.
Our first advertising mascot with an altar, I see.
Hi, I live in a house.
Doreen!
Oh, that's my mommy, and she has another grease burn on her hand. But Mommy doesn't paint it up. Mommy doesn't smear it up. This is what we do for first aid now. Goes the back teeth, goes the back teeth.
Down go the mean old germs.
It smells so nice and doesn't stain.
I have a baby brother, too, but he's always getting cuts and scratches. Wah!
Okay, I will say there is a distinct level of charm with this style of advertising. Because, like, again, the animation is fantastic, even with the, like, the child scribble aesthetic. Like, this is immediately sort of getting my attention, and probably is going to stick with me a little more than some of the other commercials in this compilation, simply by how creative it is.
But Mommy doesn't paint 'em up. Mommy doesn't smear 'em up. This is what we do for first day now. Goes the back teen. Goes the back teen.
Down go the mean old germs.
And back teen doesn't sting like old-fashioned antiseptics. Goes the back teen. Goes the back teen.
Down go the mean old germs.
Yeah, yes, I am. Would you step inside, please?
Yeah.
That's right.
She must be contained.
Now for your quiz question. What does the word degerminate mean?
It means to take the seed out.
Right, right.
Oh, Mr. Morgan, do you like cornbread?
Well, yes, of course.
Well, if you make cornbread with cornmeal that's been degerminated, well, mercy, you lose all the flavor. My mother always taught me to use the natural cornmeal.
Oh, of course, yes,
It's
I know.
Pioneer, you know, with the picture with the man with the long white beard.
Oh my god, the fucking cut there. Damn, they cut out all the additional footage of, like... You know what this is? This is like a fucking highlight video where they cut out all the fucking carrying on of a VTuber during a just chatting stream.
Pioneer Cornmeal is the sponsor of this quiz. The Pioneer people make Pioneer corn away with all the vitamin-rich heart of the corn left in.
God.
Gives your cornbread a natural corn flavor. So, for real cornbread, get Pioneer, the real cornmeal.
I mean, this is the whitest man I've seen in this compilation so far. Not helped by the phrase pioneer. Though, goddammit, the commercial is doing its job because now I want cornbread.
Oh, your mother must be very proud of you.
Well, as a matter of fact,
yes,
she's
do
sort of...
get Pioneer cornmeal. It's good.
Eat barnacle chips. They're delicious.
Nice party for blondes. Picture perfect blondes, that is.
On today's episode of Guess the Director's Fetish...
Sally wasn't picture perfect till I came along. Then she used picture perfect to renew faded color, tone down brassiness. Are you the blonde you became a blonde to be? After each shampoo, simply rinse on Clairol's picture. Perfect.
But thou must be the perfect blonde. And while you're at it, get some blue contacts.
Here comes a Clyde. Clyde. Clyde's big kicks because they are not square. Scoop up do wee wee do woo woo woo. If you're not a Clyde, you'll dig their unsquare shape because kicks are like round cornflakes. Sound.
Has there ever been a square cereal? Oh, wait, fucking Captain Crunch, my dumbass. Like, no, that's more rectangular, to be fair. Oh, wait, fucking... Yeah, Chex, I guess, would be the cereal for squares.
Sounds wild, but rounds, why kicks stay crisper in milk. Won't get soggy like regular flat flakes. Kicks, a Big G General Mills cereal.
This man looks like someone who would... I'm trying to remember the names. Like, he seems like a character who would have a chance interaction with Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I think that was the kid's name. Let me check real quick. Let's see. Mr. Yeah, Mr. Peabody and Sherman. And, For the uninitiated, Mr. Peabody and Sherman was a series of cartoon shorts which used the gimmick of time travel to teach history. Though unfortunately, more often than not, it was very much through the lens of revisionist American history. Like, I'm sure you can see where I'm coming from. They share an aesthetic. Damn. No love for jazz. Oh, God, here we go. I'm just going along the rhyming scheme from kicks to tricks.
Hey, a magic lamp. Bet if I rub it and wish real hard, I'll get some tricks. The corn cereal with the tangy taste of natural fruit. Oh, rub-a-dub. I love those tricks fruit colors. Raspberry red, lemon yellow, orange.
See, here is the weird fucked up thing about these commercials. I always just felt bad for the fucking rabbit. Because, like, it's literally just a case of segregation. Like, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Silly rabbit, you can only drink at this water fountain. Silly rabbit, you're not allowed to vote.
Lucky day, tricks are mine. You're the greatest, oh great magic lamp.
Thanks, Rabbit. You found my lamp.
He forgot to take the tricks.
I forgot to take the tricks.
I forgot. My daddy tells me every dinner that you are taking our jobs.
Tricks are for kids. A Big G General Mills cereal.
Jesus Christ.
That's my Eddie. Do you have one like him? We're not rich, but Eddie is. Nature gave him everything. My freckles and his father's grin. He's an imp, but an angel underneath. Pesky as a pup and just as healthy. Nature didn't skimp on Eddie, and neither do I. I give him good meals, and to be sure he gets all the vitamins he needs to take, I give him a one-a-day brand multiple vitamin every day.
Oh, God, they're fucking giving his ass the Vitametamidjamin. So, again, for further context, I invoked I Love Lucy earlier. And, in I Love Lucy, there was a specific episode where Lucy gets a job advertising a, sort of miracle drug called Vitametamidjamin. And let me see here. Can find a proper... Here we go. So, like, it was one of those, like, liquid medicines, but I remember in high school, I remember, like, getting as a gift, like, these little, like, cinnamon candy mints that had the Vitametamidjamin label on them. And I remember just every now and then, as my own sort of, like, self-imposed placebo effect, I would, like, have one of these candy mints or, like, a piece of gum that was called brain gum. And obviously it's, like, not actually going to benefit you, but the way I would psych myself up before a big test in high school, especially during, like, the science classes, I would take one of those, like, candy mints or one of those pieces of gum, and I would just, like, chew it during the exam, and, eventually I got a 4.0 grade average and graduated with honors from my high school. And I like to credit some of that, too, like, just me placeboing myself with the Vitametamidjamin and brain gum.
I know one-a-days cost about a penny more than the cut-rate kinds, but Eddie's not a cut-rate boy.
Why buy his clothes on sale, but when it comes to help, I want nothing but the best for Eddie or anybody in my family. We took one-a-days 15 years before the cut rates came along. It takes time to trust things, and I trust one-a-day vitamins.
Looking ASMR before ASMR. Like this, the tone of this woman's voice is, like, unfortunately very similar to that of the woman who outed herself as Smokey the Bear earlier. And, like, again, very, very popular advertising tactic of, like, trust in the soothing sound of my voice. That way you can trust me when I sell you absolute horseshit in a bottle. Trust us, puny humans.
Show me a woman that don't squeeze a grapefruit before she buys it.
Show of hands, chat? Her name is Hazel.
Well, plunk a watermelon, and I'll show you a woman that don't know nothing about you.
Oh, you mean the actual, like, actor here. The TV show my dad loved. Oh, what show was that? Again, I do love how, like... Oh, the show was called Hazel. I see. So it's sort of like another, like, Lucille Ball situation.
Well, plunk a watermelon, and I'll show you a woman that don't know nothing about shopping. Like I was saying to Mr. B last night, it's the same as buying cars. Now you take this new 64 Ford. Just like squeezing and plunking, you gotta try it before you know how good it is.
And this, I feel, was sort of the era where a lot of the creativity in car designs was starting to dissolve and fade away. Because, like, I see this, like, it's not a bad-looking car, but, like, it is light years away from the sort of whimsy and, like, fantasy that was put into car models from the 50s with all the chrome lining and the fins and just general fuckery with design conventions.
So how's about trying a new Ford at your Ford dealers this week? Just take it from me. You won't go wrong.
God, look at that fucking New York skyline.
A new day dawns in the city. A day when a lot of little irritations may mount up, make you feel tense. Let Miles Nervine in new carry-along capsules help you feel calm. It's formulated to help ease that feeling of nervous tension. Take as directed. Avoid excessive use.
It's also interesting to think of, like, how many over-the-counter pill bottles came in glass glass containers back in the day. I mean, obviously, it's, you know, a lot cheaper to, like, make plastic bottles, mass produce that. It's just baby over-the-counters. And I mean, yeah, a little bit. Once again, it's admittedly an inconsequential aspect of advertising to obsess over, but just the concept of how containers have changed over the decades is a weird sort of... I feel there's something that could be said about how the types and shapes of containers reflect economy and design conventions and a bunch of other aspects of advertising, and just the types of presentation advertising was trying to convey. Like, in a pristine glass bottle, it's like, oh, this is something classy. This is something, you know, of value. As opposed to something in just a plastic container you'd find nowadays. It's like, oh yeah, no, it's just what I need. Moving on. It also sort of came down to, like, people still trying to figure out what was easiest to ship or what was easiest to convey the quality of a product. Because, I mean, there's obviously also the stereotype of, like, a traveling salesman and con artist, like, selling a bunch of miracle cures, like snake oil and, like, a glass vial to sort of convey, like, it's some sort of magical potion equivalent to a modern-day issue. And I feel like there may have been a bit of that sort of philosophy involved with glass vials and stuff when it came to, like, the selling and distribution of medications. I don't know. I don't have nearly enough base knowledge in the field of advertising or the history thereof to be able to try and make an educated guess one way or the other. I'm just saying it's something worth looking into if you ever just want to look at, like, the various aspects of capitalism that have changed over the years.
Also in effervescent tablets and liquid form, Miles Nervine.
I'm sorry, I need to go back to
tablets and liquid form.
Feel calm. That is an order.
Miles Nervine.
Meet photographer Bill. He races for coffee, snaps pictures, more coffee, more pictures, coffee again.
Bill may or may not have a problem.
He needs a change of pace.
Coffee? Hey, wait. I'd sooner Lipton.
You've said the magic word. Brisk Lipton tea. It's the change of pace drink. Satisfies like coffee, but refreshes you better. It's one tea that's different. Better blend with its choice orange pico tea. Better tea bag with not just 2, but 4 brewing sides. The Lipton Flow Through tea bag.
Well, here we go with the utilization of ice again in the drink ad. Bitter tea dust, yes. Hello, Shikarian. Let's see, how much time do we have left? Oh, God, we only have about, just over a minute left of this particular compilation. But yeah, we've been reacting to old 50s and 60s commercials.
Alka-Seltzer on the rocks tastes
God.
like a different drink. But even that good, it relieves upset stomach, headache, and indigestion. Better than anything you can buy without a prescription. Anything. Next time, try Alka-Seltzer on the rocks. It's good enough to drink.
I feel like it's... There is at least a strong possibility that things like Alka-Seltzer are responsible for the current trope of, like, oh, you have an upset stomach? Drink a Sprite or a ginger ale. Because, you know, it's something bubbly that, like, a kid with an upset stomach is going to be willing to, like, drink that might have a chance of helping their stomach feel better. Because, like, truth be told, I don't think... And I'm sure Alka-Seltzer still exists in some way, shape, or form. But, like, I've just never seen it in stores because I've never had to look for it. Ginger actually helps tummy troubles. That's also fair. But... yeah, just having something bubbly and sparkly to help with stomach irritation, like especially if it has soothing effects like ginger, may have stemmed back to, or from something like this, which, by the way, I made an interesting discovery today. So I found out that if you take a can of, like, lemon or lime seltzer water and just add in a bit of, like, generic store brand Mio, like, specifically, like, the tea flavor, it's like 1 second of a squirt of that, you know, flavor enhancer, quote unquote. That shit just hits different. It's just genuinely really good.
When you're only 4, you feel things more. Puppies hug softer. Skates sing louder.
And tragedy hits harder. He never saw that puppy again. And he never felt anything below his neck again.
Hurts hurt harder, too. That's why a child needs Bactine. the gentle first aid antiseptic.
Bactine won't hurt the hurt. It's powerful, yet mild enough for a child. Some antiseptics sting and stain, but not Bactine. It soothes and cools instead. And Bactine's exclusive detergent formula cleans the cut like soap and water. Bactine attacks germs both inside the cut and out. It attacks them here and here, then forms a protective germ barrier to help prevent infection.
Like, here's the thing. I know this is also gonna dip into the territory of, oh yeah, Grandpa, let's get you to the bed. But I'm also still just sort of a sucker for when visual effects like that were hand-drawn. Like, whether it's something like an old sci-fi B movie where the lightning was clearly hand-drawn, or even things like that where, like, even something as stupid as, like, a protective barrier put around the cut was hand-drawn. I have such a deep connection with, like, hand-drawn animation that I get nostalgic even when I see stupid shit like that.
When your children get cuts, scratches, mosquito bites, or minor burns, use Bactine. Bactine won't hurt the hurt.
But the better question is, who's going to protect that dog?
Great for grown-ups, too.
All right. And, that is the entire compilation. And with its completion, we have proven that, once again, like, even people like me who rant and rave about the sins of late-stage capitalism, I myself am not immune to how this type of propaganda affects people. And I am sure that this has brought up a fucking array of feelings for many of you, whether you recognize early iterations of products you grew up with, or even just felt some sort of vague connection to, whether it was simply a matter of an older relative having had a product advertised here in their home, or whatever the case may be. Advertising ultimately aims to get inside your head and play on your feelings to one extent or another. And this just proves that they've been pulling this same brand of bullshit, just with a different coat of paint, for longer than any of us have been alive. Which is why I do feel it is necessary to review and critique commercials, because it is a form of history. It is an aspect of culture that needs to be dissected and examined under a microscope, like, with a heavily critical eye, while also acknowledging that it is so ingrained in all of our minds to one extent or another that none of us are above their influence. So, I do hope that you all enjoyed watching me rant and rave to various extents about the various aspects of advertising from the 50s and 60s, at least when it comes to ads in the United States specifically. And I'm looking forward to whatever we put under the microscope next week for Time Capsule Tuesdays, but in the meantime, acknowledge your own shortcomings as a sapient human being. Recognize that you are not immune to not only propaganda, but also the long-term effects of advertising, and remember and come to terms with the fact that there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. And in doing so, always remember to fucking think.